Yo, my boy, what's poppin'? That's on the neighborhood, cuz. Say word. What up? Yo, what's poppin' with y'all ashy asses? Nico in the building making aunties bat them lashes. Okay, I'm just fooling, let me cool it. See y'all listening? Join us as we get these big ups to black excellence. Okay. News you can use to uplift your kinfolk and them. Feed them something different than that circus act on CNN. Just enough humor so it never be your boy. So welcome Mr. Martin, this is ethnic-ish and more. That's all the neighborhood. There goes the neighborhood. That's all the neighborhood. There goes the neighborhood.
Tyrex got that gas, ho.
Yeah, I got the gas too, though. I really had to like tap in, like that's why I keep saying like this little run right here, personal, man. It ain't about no bitch, it ain't to shit on nobody, man. This shit just for me, man. Really had to tap in with myself for this one, you know. Yeah, tapped in with myself. I had to focus on the bigger bag. Road to riches, trying to run up everything I never had. Big Rex, I'm a big shark, you a little fish. I can't fuck with none of these niggas, not even a little bit. Real talk, bigger everything. My crib, my car, but my heart real small. I be damned if I show love again, man, I got real scars. Bigger everything, my crib, my car, but my heart real small. I be damned if I show love again, man, I got real scars. Tryna run it up for real, huh? If it ain't money, then it cannot make me feel numb. Yeah, being broke made me real numb. Where I come from, that's the real slums. Tell my fingers fear none. I need 100 by the night, I'm moving around with good supply. Up early like B45, I don't need more than like 3 lines. I can't believe I'm not trying to get high, I need to get this right. Talking on the door, I grab them whole for nothing more than I know. Money motivated, the dog stacking up that cheese for later. Never been a hater, I'm too player, I'm just hustle crazy. Rather sleep cause life ain't gravy. I'm over not being nailed, paying up on all my faves, going up on all my aims. Tapped in with myself, I had to focus on the bigger bag. Road to riches, trying to run up everything I never had. Big Rex, I'm a big shark, you a little fish. I can't fuck with none of these niggas, not even a little bit. Real talk, bigger everything. My crib, my car, but my heart real small. I be damned if I show love again, man, I got real scars. Bigger everything, my crib, my car, but my heart real small. I be damned if I show love again, man, I got real scars. Hold up, ask him what's the hold up. Down that on my dick, I didn't sink, you probably fold up. Babe, I'm tryna ball out where the people do not know us. Chunk my Jefferson, if you ain't with it, I move on up. I'm saying what's up, you ain't come around comfortable stuff. If you think it's shit, switch, you be lunch. If I fall off, I don't have a crutch, I'ma run this shit up and I'm catching my cut. No, I keep something still on my gut, I can't switch, I'm a buck in my hustle, I trust. MEH, I'ma die about us. With this shit, they gon' fly around us. When they want me a part of the demonstration, no, I'm getting the bread first. If they hoe wanna fuck with me, keep the shit P, no, I'm getting the head first. Tryna see what the head worth. Give a fuck if your neck hurt. Matter of fact, with your network, let's network. I tapped in with myself, I had to focus on the bigger bag. Road to riches, tryna run up everything I never had. Big Rex, I'm a big shark, you a little fish. I can't fuck with none of these niggas, not even a little bit. Real talk, bigger everything. My crib, my car, but my heart real small. I be damned if I show love again, man, I got real scars. Bigger everything, my crib, my car, but my heart real small. I be damned if I show love again, man, I got real scars.
You can tell me up in the headphones. It's a whole 2, 5.
Feel like an upgrade every time, that's another dime. Another sponsor on my line, wanna model mine. Blessings coming back to back, reputation repetitious. High, keep on going up. I was drowning with the fishes, well I'm feeling like a bird. What's the word? Big in front of that, this my block, watch me serve. Lyrical content to spend time with, might just lose your mind with some coffee, yeah, the duck off with a fine queen to dine with. Whoa, I got shit to prove to those that mean the most. Cold to the flame and they keeping me on go. 9.5 the size, 10 ones on your throat. If we talking plugs, I give them the purest hope. Yeah, I'm on a mission to triple digits, no counterfeiting. These scriptures about how I'm living, the only way I get it. I be painting the vision, but they don't see the image. I be painting the vision, but they don't see the image. Told them this the beginning, they wanna hold me down. I'm cool on that, fam, got my back and motivate the crown. I keep my grass low, while I stay gassed up. If this a race, you in my lane, it just got lapped up. They wanna catch me red-handed, I'm in and out of my bag. These niggas cherishing J's, mine on the corner with gas. Why would I trade them? Know that I need them, make them source for the stash. I got mouths to feed, and tryna connect the patches. Wanna pray on the king downfall like I ain't y'all mean. I'm stepping up from the bullshit, gotta make sure I keep Febreze. I miss the crabs with the bread, sponge with the recipe. I don't even tell the fam, they just know we gon' feast, yeah. Yeah, I'm on a mission to triple digits, no counterfeiting. These scriptures about how I'm living, the only way I get it. I be painting the vision, but they don't see the image. I be painting the vision, but they don't see the image. Told them this the beginning, they wanna hold me down. I'm cool on that, fam, got my back and motivate the crown. I keep my grass low, while I stay gassed up. If this a race, you in my lane, it just got lapped up.
We finna turn up. Y'all trying to clown me because I'm a little bit old? I ain't that old. I'll say Unc because he called me Unc. I was like,
Who called you Unc? I call him Unc.
He called me Unc, so I start feeling old now.
You older than me.
Everybody Unc.
If you older than me, you Unc. See, my nephew.
How old are you?
So you call him Unc?
Oh man, you better.
You call him Unc, but you call me Papa.
Oh man, I stopped thinking you was in your lower.
Hold on, pause. Since we're gonna get off topic real quick, it's persona. Okay, you give me church vibes. Granddaddy Papa Key.
I heard you answer the phone doing hymns.
Okay, you understand?
I did hear that.
Nico give me that cool Unc that's gonna give me, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I go. That's why I wear a sweater today.
Cool
This is my uncle's sweater. It didn't match my shoes as well, but this is my uncle's sweater. But before we get too far off topic, you see how I like to bring that back in with my smooth jazz R&B. As always, man, welcome back. I'm going to do the claps like y'all in here. I'd like to shout out to the people in the back that be clapping that's really not here, but they feel like they're here to me. It's your boy NicoThaGreat, man. We are back on another episode of Ethnic Ish and More. Episode number 13, Walk It Like I Talk It. It's a big reason why I picked that title tonight. As y'all see three people that's been on this show previously before.
Yes, yeah.
We got one new person in the building. We got to clap it up for Miss Crystal Lee in the building. Y'all gonna hear all about how she makes sure people can walk it like they talk it, which I thought was hella dope. I thought that was hella. I kind of want to like get into it, but I don't want to get into it because then I'm gonna have to deviate. But I think it's hella dope because I've seen a lot of people out here struggling. In those hills. Yeah. And we have a facilitator that can make sure you got it together before you leave the venue. You are needed in the community more than you know. Especially for those late nights leaving the club. We got people that I've seen deer legging it out the club. Legs. Smart people who have learned from the elders before them know to bring those flats or those slides. You keep in your bag tucked off or in the car that somebody can either run and go get or you can find a way to get there. They got foldable slides. Y'all is living in 2030 already in the women community because foldable slides. Look, listen, gym shoes hurt my feet. I be feeling like y'all in the club. I'll get to sitting down after a while. That's why I don't go to the club no more. It's too much standing. I mean, but you probably know how to. It's all about holding your weight.
I grew up Baptist, so
I equate it like being this, like everybody. Look, my only equivalence I got to heels are roller skates, and that's just me being elevated.
Yeah, it's not the same.
I know it's not the same because it's like this, but I've had a pair of skates that tilted up. It was like figure skates, and I had to give them back. So I understood the issue because me not having, I got flat feet, the arch, all that putting out. I don't know if heels got all of that in there as far as arch support.
It sounds like you need some insoles.
I do. Regular gym shoes cool, just them do that. But I being a shoe salesman at one point in time in my life with sneaker community, yeah, I did my little thing. I ain't do the like church shoes. I did like, you want some Jordans, or you want some Reeboks, like what we got at the time. But yeah, no champs. Finish line. Back in my youthful days. But y'all, I'd like to welcome all my ashy ass followers back for another episode, man. Y'all have been here with me for a plethora of weeks. At this point, I really don't know the amount of weeks because I've split it into 2 seasons, but it's somewhere in about 170 of them.
Wow.
That y'all have kicked it with me. With a little bit of breaks in between, but I appreciate y'all coming back every day. We got to, man. I got to shout out my co-host, Past Master, man. He was kind of feeling unwell last episode. I had to leave early, but it's still kind of messing with him as of now. But he'll be good, but he couldn't make it tonight, unfortunately. But, you know, we want to shout him out always, bro. We with you. And I want to see, you know, we got some familiar faces. I don't think I need to introduce them. I would love for y'all. We're going to start over here with Deacon Keith. Deacon Keys in the building.
Amen. Blessed and highly favored tonight. Let us pray.
I was ready now.
From everlasting to everlasting. That's that deacon prayer.
Look, that's that deacon prayer. But just let them know who in the building, man.
This DJ Key, a.k.a. Key the producer, a.k.a. Papa Key, a.k.a. Deacon Key. I'm all of that in one. Big nigga of St. Louis.
The big niggas.
Represent for the big nigga community.
They are winning.
It's our season. It's getting cold. I'm like medium big. I'm like not there. But if I keep going the route that I'm going to go, I will be a bigger nigga. I'm like, I said, the chicken. If I keep going late night chicken run. You know, I am. And you got to just do it in moderation. So that's what I'm learning. I do like chicken.
You said Ghana instead of.
Yeah, I said, I'm trying to like, I'm there. I'm like, that's what I said, big nigga. You gotta get to bigger nigga. I'm almost there.
You here, but you really not.
It's like, I'm 1 foot in the door. I'm a sprite away.
So what am I?
You already.
You said bigger nigga.
I did?
Yeah.
You did say.
Okay.
Oh.
But I thought that's what he said.
I heard bigger than big.
It sounded like he took the title.
Hey, big dogs run the city. It's all season. It's getting cold. It's getting cold out
I know
here.
you did have some shit.
We got my other bro over there in the corner.
I'm overreading. What's up, y'all? It's the Pirate King himself, the lyrical dope supplier. You already know. Could crack. If it ain't me, if it ain't the V. What's up, y'all? What's up? How y'all feeling? What y'all doing out there?
You already know who it is.
You still want me to enjoy it?
I mean, you already know.
I hate that line. You already know what the fuck it is. I hate that shit.
No, it's alright. You already know what's going on.
Facebook one day.
That's
You know
he was going off about
You already know what's going on.
I hate it.
Big girl or Bria. Some people don't feel comfortable calling me big girl. I find that hilarious.
But that's your stage
That's
name.
real nigga sense.
Like when you do,
That's
is
my
that
artist?
That's what I mean.
That's one of my nicknames for real. That's
Be like bigger.
And you got to spell it correctly. You do have to spell it correctly.
One word, BIGGIRL. Period. Say that shit correct, or big girl ain't hearing it.
She's a very dope poet, and a lot more. For those who don't know,
Jack of all trades.
I would definitely agree.
Jack of
I
all
would definitely agree to that. As a wonderful jack of all trades. Man, I gotta clap it up for my guest that I said last week. That's one of my. Every time they come, it's one of my bigger episodes. Shout out to the Experience Barber and Beauty team over on the ill side. They came maybe like 8 I think I maxed out the screen. There was like 10 of us on the screen. But it was, they come with the whole team. They got a staff. They're a barbershop that's also a lounge. That's attached to a lounge. Okay. So the same name goes across. They over in Edwardsville now.
Like on barbershop too.
I don't remember barbershop. Like
no, but what was the one when they had the new barbershop and inside was like a lounge and a basketball court inside and all the others?
Oh yeah, that was true.
Was that too? I thought that was the other barbershop across
my
the
bad,
way.
my bad. Go ahead.
I thought that was the barbershop they was in competition with.
That was.
Okay, I get what you're talking about.
Get some trim. You get some trim.
I remember what you're talking about. I remember what you're talking about for sure. And then, as always, man, we got to clap it up once again for our amazing guest tonight. I mean, she does a plethora of things. I want to make owner of Monroe. Monroe Shoetique. Yep. She is the creator of the Monroe Walk Workshop. Yep. Also, a host. The hostess with the mostest, the scheduler, as we talked about earlier. So I'm gonna talk about that in a second too, for guests that struggle. But she has a wonderful podcast called High Heels and Tea. Yeah. We out here podcasting for the world. And as we know about our podcast, I like to call us the Postal Podcast because rain, sleet, or snow, we in this hoe. We gonna give you the wonderful podcasting news, blues, and everything in between as much as we can every week. And that spiel sounds a lot more better when my co-host gets to throw it in there. I should have changed voices mid-sentence, but I didn't want to. But like we are here for one point in time. I think I went like 100 and something episodes before I ever missed one of it. That's why I said it, because the post office tell you rain, sleet, or snow. Yeah. They're going to be there. Yeah. So Postal Podcasting, at least before it was Wednesdays at 8:30 to 10. Now it's Tuesdays. You gonna make sure if you ain't got no TV, everything go out. If your Facebook work, you got me. I'll be here because I got the consistency to make sure that I'm here every Tuesday from 8:30. I actually be here at like 6:50. Because there's no point to drive back to the county and drive all the way out here. I was doing that. I was doing that at first, so I'll just come down the street, or I stay at the school and skate in the gym until I feel like leaving. But just make sure you're always here every Tuesday from 8:30 to 10. Sometimes 8:30 and beyond. Usually we try to stop on time, but as you know, black people,
sometimes the conversation,
we're either going to show up on time, leave early, or we're going to show up late and keep it going for a while. That is what we do. That's why I tell people, depending on the type of event, like, bro, if I come on time, I may have to leave early. But if I can get there about 20, 30 minutes late, you got me for the night.
You got me for the night.
But that depends on events, sociable events, things that you need to be at. Black people, let's be punctual. But when it be like birthday parties, I get sleepy.
I'm intentionally on time to leave early.
And that depending on the event, I do that. So I know I'm like, okay.
If I'm not DJing, I'm leaving early.
And low key, we calculate the time before we even get dressed. I'm like, so the event start at 7:30.
I'll be back home by 9.
And at 11.
Yeah.
If I get there at 7:25, walk in when the door's open.
True.
I can go back home around. I could be in the door by 9. I feel like I fulfilled my obligation to come to your event. You got my money. You probably saw me. I may have took 1 or 2 pictures with the people. And I got to go home. It sounded like a great night to me. That being out late is really not for me no more. I don't know what age limit it kicked in, but I'm not built like that no more.
Like, I used to be like 3 o'clock.
No, I'm hurt. I'm hurt around 11:30.
I don't know. I think I partied myself out in college. So
I think that's what it is, though.
I got married.
You know, I used to be up all night, bro. Now I'd be like 12
I
o'clock.
think exactly that's what I did. Enough party until 6 in the morning. Shout out to Lincoln University, Jefferson City, Missouri. I graduated from Lincoln.
Oh, you graduated. Oh, I think you're going to be like the first person that actually graduated.
I'm about the second. But shout out to my wonderful HBCU. Everybody that go to Lincoln.
My brother graduated from Lincoln.
When?
There you go. I want to say 18.
I probably wouldn't know. Depending on, unless it was there for Hellas. But I doubt 18 is a lot.
He started 2017. We graduated.
That's the year. Well,
he stayed an extra year.
It depends. I knew a couple people at that time. By that time, I had a 3-year-old. Like I was a student going to school, going to class with my kid.
Okay.
Like I had my kid in college. Shout out to my son because he will actually be 13 this Saturday on the 14th.
I did that too. I went to her graduated because there's a difference between
went to. A lot of people tell you they went to a school. I'm like, how long?
I graduated from Harris Stowe.
Shout out to Harris Stowe. Let's clap it up for Harris Stowe. Mind you, these are the only 2 HBCUs in the whole state of Missouri. For those who don't know.
See?
I rocks with Harris Stowe. Shout out. I got a lot of people up there.
There's only like 2 cities in Missouri that actually matters.
That is true.
St. Louis and Kansas City.
And Kansas City is.
Oh my God!
If you don't know people from Kansas City, is a place. It's like I don't even know how to explain. Shout out to KC. That's all I got. That's all I got. I got some good folks in KC, but KC is an experience.
I get what you mean. It's an experience.
In KC, if you've never been like being that going to Lincoln as I would say like the outsider, because I'm from Aurora, Illinois, which is 45 minutes from Chicago.
Okay.
So, I mean, pretty much we was with the Chicago clique. That's what we grouped in. We're completely different. Yeah. Like, we come in with the non-bias of Missouri because we don't know nothing about Missouri. We come with the non-bias of St. Louis and East St. Louis. Because St. Louis cool. I used to live on the Illinois side, too. Only difference is I got sidewalks now. That's the only difference. A lot less violence was over there, though, where I stayed at. But that, like, I could come in biased and I have no pick them hella argument. But KC, it's like they're still stuck in like the year 2000. I feel like when Y2K hit, the world kept going. KC stopped in 2000.
Like this it right here.
Like that.
Say that about us.
And it's crazy. And I'll just be like, no, y'all are like, it's like they're like country people from Cali. That's the only way I can give it. Like country people from California. Everybody talk like Mac Dre.
I'm weak.
Like that's how I found out about like the thizzle dance and all of that. Like I thought they got a dance where they get the flop in and doing a lot. It's a lot that's going on at one given time. Okay. I remember my first experience. I was like, "The fuck is this? Like, what are y'all doing?" And I just had to go with it. They was like, "This is what we do in KC." I'm like, it explains a lot.
I'm out of the loop.
Listen, it's one of the loops you probably don't even want to be in.
The way you described
like KC was the first. Last time I went to KC, I straight went to Foot Locker, and they were still selling the 4 for $20 tall tees. That's how I knew they were stuck in the year 2000. That's why I say that. I was like, y'all still like the tall tee jokes I throw at KC. People think I just be playing. I'm like, no, this is true. These niggas still wear tall tees. Like, I don't know if it's oversized. They may have got it down to the more slim fit tall tees. I don't know if they make those. But Kansas City people are a different breed. But shout out all my people from KC. Shout out because I get these jokes to them all the time because they crack on us and all of that. But KC is an experience. I'm like, bruh. I feel like Dorothy, when she clicked her heels back, she probably didn't go too far from Kansas City, Missouri. I think she went to Topeka. I don't know how far that is from KC, Missouri. But KC, Missouri, and Kansas City, Kansas, but like it's just like East St. Louis and St. Louis.
Yeah, behind this.
Like it's like night and day. It's like night. Even though to me, St. Louis and East St. Louis, that ain't no night and day to me. Y'all the same people.
St. Louis and East St. Louis.
St. Louis people could just dress a little better. I give it a lot of better. I give it a lot of better. But other than that, same goddamn people to me.
It's not much different.
It's really not.
It's just some people, how they grew up, I think is the biggest difference.
Growing up with sidewalks. And growing up without sidewalks is crazy. Like, it's just like going to St. Louis. Like, I can walk. I don't have to walk in the street today. It's like the only side that it's just like I'm driving through my. I can agree. Well, I ain't never lived in the city.
The county where they ain't got no sidewalks, that be pissing me off.
It's just like the least you could have did. The bare minimum you could have provided were sidewalks. I feel like that's the bare minimum you can provide to the citizens who pay taxes, especially the amount of taxes that Missouri within itself collect. Y'all spending millions of dollars on a trolley that just ran into somebody's car the other day.
That's still going?
The trolley is still moving.
I thought they said that they stopping it and starting it.
It's like 70. Once they fix one part of 70, they start messing with the next part. Like
I thought they was getting rid of it.
I thought they was too until I heard about an accident maybe a month or 2 ago about it hitting somebody. And it's like, why do y'all have it? Where is it going from and going to? I've never seen the start of it and the end.
Maybe St. Louis they trying to get more stuff for the tourists. I was about to say that, y'all. Maybe they trying to compete with other cities too, because you go to these other cities, they got.
but it doesn't fit the mold. Like that street, first of all, this street is not humongous. To be putting a trolley in there, you split the middle of this little ass street up and thought like, yeah, this gonna be the one to get them. Ain't nobody driving all the way here like, I'm finna get on the trolley. No, you might as well just drive from where it take you to where it drop you off. Yeah. You might as well just drive.
Or walk.
It's not that far.
And enjoy your sightseeing.
Because it looked like it started where the bus, the metro station at and end at the, not even at the, like. I would never get it. And then how much, if it costs, I'm going to be highly upset. I'm more than sure it does. Because they got to operate it. Are they actually Metro employees?
You know what I'm saying?
Over here, somebody got robbed. Over here, you can get a grill. Over here, you can get some crabs.
Okay, and we got our Walk of Fame down there and stuff.
That you still going to have to get out the car, get out the trolley and see. You got to get out the trolley and line yourself up to walk down the street to see that. And it's like, I rocks with the loop. I love going over there, like from when I first moved here. It's just like, it's just one of them things. It's one of those, you should have never gave these niggas money moment. That if that's one for real, that trolley, because it's so pointless.
At like the same time when like Pokemon Go was popular,
they try to do something. Yeah.
People definitely wasn't gonna get on that damn trolley then. I remember going to the loop. People just
y'all been better off. Nah, don't put it downtown. St. Louis downtown is an experience within itself.
It's nowhere in St. Louis to put that shit there.
It used to be a lot more fun before they blocked off everything at the. Because I moved here in 2018. No, I ain't never really go down to the riverfront. I done heard a lot about that. But I'm a skater. So I used to go out 11, 12 o'clock at night, Keener Plaza in the summertime, bro. And just skate around, which people was like, bro, you tripping. I'm like, bro, nobody's worried about me on skates. You'd be surprised how many hood niggas like to see people rolling around on skates. They're not worried about robbing me. They be like, damn, I ain't no nigga skate. They be like, this nigga getting off. They not worried about me. I hear you. Yeah, I used to do that all the time, especially when the lights, but before they put the cinder blocks, it used to be cracking. So it'd be a truck down there, food truck. They'd be doing like snacks and stuff. Everybody lined up, kicking it. Especially, it was during, I really got into it like COVID, because I couldn't go to the rink. So they were like, this is the only place I got to go, outside of like Fairground and Loretta Hall Park. And I don't think Ferguson shit was built yet. But it was dope. Now you just go down there like that, making sure at 10 o'clock, because too many people done messed it up. I always say being downtown St. Louis is like being in a live action play of The Wire. Like, it was.
I never was.
Oh my God. It breaks my heart when I hear people say that. The Wire, some people just don't get into it. The Wire is an amazing show. It's like a live action play of The Wire. There's certain parts, of course, it's not going to line up, but it's a lot of things that have happened. I'm like, we are in Baltimore right now. Minus the twos and the do's. We are in Baltimore. Baltimore is where he's at. And anybody who has watched The Wire and been downtown at night definitely understand that it makes sense. It's an amazing show. It's one of them shows, it's like,
I heard it was a classic.
It's like a Power before Power got to minus the, like, you got the drug lords that's taking this, the people that's trying to go from the drug game to legitimate.
Unbelievable.
More, it's way more, because it's based on a true story.
Oh.
That's what you got to really watch the show, but there's an old man on there that's a preacher. Man, he be at the boxing gym. Old bald head skinny dude. He's who the show is based about. And his people's the one that came up with like the code. They was typing in the phones. That shit was real. All of that type of stuff. Of course, there's going to be some fictional shit. I don't know if there was like no Snoop and all of that shit. But as far as what they was actually doing, and I only found that out because after the movie American Gangster came out, they BET went on that series of just making the American Gangster shows about different people, and he was one of the episodes. And I'm like, damn, this makes sense why the show makes a whole lot more sense to believe versus Power. Like, which I wouldn't put it past nobody, but I don't think no nigga doing all that. I ain't saying it's not possible, because we got a lot of people that become drug lords and you find out later down the line.
If they really was.
They was out here doing it big. I don't blame them, I guess. I mean,
I enjoyed Power.
I thought Power was a wonderful show. I like all of the shows. Of course, some are going to be better than the others.
I can't wait till they come back, man.
I like Force.
You need
Maybe
to
because I'm
watch
from Chicago area.
You need to watch
So
that
it
time I got
just-
reincarnated by slime.
I understand the show, like certain aspects of the show.
It take a long time.
It's
to
just
get
moving
into
slow, and I think it's because they trying to stretch it out as far as they did Power.
They shouldn't do that.
You know, 50
It's
Cent
too
gonna
many of 'em.
50 Cent gonna milk something out till he can't no more.
But Tommy ain't the one that he needs to be milking out.
Who you think the show should have? I mean, I'll be looking forward to Tariq coming back on
Yeah.
because he done kind of won me over.
That's the best.
I like Raising Kanan too.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
I really like
What's that one rapper
Oh, I
name?
can't wait to see.
Joey
Oh my
Badass.
god.
Yeah, no, he had an Oscar before he even got on there.
Really?
For a movie that I forgot the name of the movie, but it was him and somebody else. Did some movie. And dude is a dope actor.
Where he kept, is it where he kept getting
Shot at.
shot by a white cop?
I think
watched
so.
it.
I
Man,
think
that
so.
was a good
I
movie.
think so.
That was a good
Like, and I
movie.
can't remember the name at all, but I think that's the movie that got him an Oscar. And he's one of them people like it ain't no forced acting. Like he cold at what he do. He good at what he do. So he make his role on there believable. I feel like the character of 50 Cent probably could have been a better person. Young 50. But dude is okay. But I do like the show. Hopefully they got the writer's strike in order, so hopefully they get to come back. That was kind of messing up a lot of TV shows. I'm mad. I don't know if y'all watched The Shy.
I'm be too busy to watch.
That's
I didn't
my
watch
show.
that either.
Now that's a great show. That's one of them shows you kind of get invested to because they started out as kids and they're growing up. The main character kid like left the show to do better stuff with his life, but it's just like, dang, bro, you was on here at like 11, and y'all sure ain't got to graduate high school. I feel like them your kids you watch grow up. So it's a super dope show. And now that I don't know if it's the writer's strike or dude leaving, but like they stopped at like episode 7. Now you gotta wait till like next year for the part 2, which let me know y'all probably finna be done after this season, which I heard. So that seems like the good shows. I missed some shows. That's why I watched Grey's Anatomy.
You need to watch From.
I heard that was
You
good.
need to watch From.
I heard that was good. What's it about?
What is it called again?
Nonsense. Crazy.
Nigga said
Maybe not
From?
going back home. Maybe not going back home.
I don't know.
Man, it's these people. It's like basically you drive into the Bermuda. What's it called?
Bermuda Triangle.
Basically, you drive into that,
Oh no.
and like like Red said right now, somebody just made it back, but now they like, how do I get back? It's crazy.
It sound like Manifest.
It's a little
does
bit,
sound
Manifest
but it's
was-
way better.
Shout out
It's
to
way
now the
better.
third season because they took too long. Kind of just made me space out trying to watch it. But the first 2 seasons,
No, this deal with like spirits and stuff.
I gave up.
oh no, the first I was
didn't like
invested. I love
Yeah,
it,
Manifest-
and I don't even
It
like.
was cheesy. It was
I don't like
cheesy.
shows like that's just not believable whatsoever. I don't know why I like that until dude got older and it just started getting. I'm like, all right, y'all trying to stretch this out at this point.
I ain't
You-
like it.
There's this.
What you thought was bad about it? Just the whole show or the concept?
So I think the first couple of episodes was cool, and it was interesting, it was intriguing, and then somewhere it just went dumb. All that evil, the sky turning black.
That's when it
I was
started.
like, get out of here. You know what I mean? Like now, what really had happened? I couldn't follow it.
I can agree to that. When it started getting like the first season was cool because they were still trying to figure everything out. Once they thought they figured it out, dude got older and it started getting further into it. Into that next season, I'm like, what are y'all
The mama
talking
really
about?
got
One
a
Piece don't
dilemma
have them
too
problems.
with it, though. I ain't gonna lie. Huh?
One Piece don't have them problems.
I can't.
One Piece.
Yeah, we don't have them problems over here.
Oh, okay.
We don't have them problems.
You just gotta confirm, like that's okay. That's true. Thank you. Yeah, I tried. My son like anime.
You feel me?
My son like anime, so I just push it on him.
Hey,
Such
Nico,
a
I'm gonna
broad
tell
thing
you,
to
bro.
say, though.
It's
Hey,
like, he watch all
be
that.
careful with that, man.
No, I know. Trust me.
For real. For real.
I'm honest for some of it. I've already went.
careful.
No, I've already went through the discovery of hentai phase.
Not even with that.
Yeah, for those.
You be like, hold
No, some of them wild. But yeah, we had the moment of the discovery of hentai in his anime search. For those who don't know who hentai is,
we don't know
it
who
is
hentai
anime porn.
I heard of stuff like that.
Yeah, he got to Googling some shit, and it was a slippery slope. And I found, he found.
something like that together.
like,
It's supposed to be
The crazy thing is, it's been around for years. It's like a straight
years.
category on porn
Been around for
websites,
decades. Been around
cartoon
since,
porn.
Been around since VHSs.
It's been around.
Trust me, I know.
Yeah, like no key. It's been around. It's taken in. And that, now, what thing is, they're actually using that style of cartoon characters. And not, I have seen the things where you got your like Simpsons and all that. Yeah. He not coming across that because he don't watch Simpsons. He wouldn't even know what that is unless he already just knew about it from seeing pictures. Yeah. But he came across one of them. I popped in I seen them. My dog was sitting out the room. One day, I got out the shower and I seen the dog sitting outside. I'm like, I usually let the dog in the room. She like sleeping with him.
Sitting outside the room.
Now, I let the dog, because he'll close the door to go to bed. And he do that often, which I don't mind you, he'd be knocked out. But see, after this room rearranging, I have a very smart kid. And he realized the reflection of the computer is off. It does not shine under the door facing by where I have his computer face now. So he's like, oh, bro, he ain't gonna never. And he was coming to tell me good night, getting up out the gym. Oh, yeah, I'm finna go to bed. Good night, good night. Ooh, be done with it. So I see the dog outside the door one day. I ain't thinking, so I ain't got my glasses on, so I can't see nothing. I just opened the door to let the dog in. He look at me, I look at him. We both like, I'm like, fuck, you told me you went to bed 2 hours ago. I'm like, hold on, I'll be back. So I went to go get my glasses, all this. But Genius didn't realize computers came out when I was a kid. So I've been putting computers together, doing everything technology-based for my parents until I had to leave and then coach them over the phone. He didn't know about the history on the computer. And I was like, you smart, but you're not that smart.
That's right.
So as soon as I get on there, I'm like, now you know I'm going to find everything from the time, all of this. Fast forward the day before. I seen, this was when COVID was going on, so he was in class, like at the crib, that's why he got the computer. He wrapped in a blanket, like half sleep. I walked past the room like, man, get up. What is you doing? So he wake up. I'm trying to figure out why he's so sleepy. You going to bed at 9 o'clock, my dog. Why you tired? Get on the computer, realize my boy told me he's going to sleep. But he been on the computer from 9 o'clock to 4 in the morning.
Wow.
Just playing games. Okay. And then the slippery, so I clicked on one of them, like, once I saw the 3 X's, I'm like, what you been looking at? He like, what? I said, you know there's a history on the computer, right? Like, I can find everything.
Is this the school computer?
No. Okay. No. Oh, no. This is a computer we bought. Okay. Before they start, this is when COVID first happened, before they started providing all that shit. Man, I clicked on that shit.
It's crazy. You think anime is a new world.
Oh, see, but I already knew about hentai. So I knew this was going to come eventually. I'm like, you playing? Because he was, honestly, it went from looking for a game to it was a Google search. I guarantee he didn't know what he was clicking on. But then at this point, I was like, my nigga, you clicked on a lot of shit on here. 1 or 2, I could see it was a curious slide. Yeah. I was like, my boy, you from about 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. I was like, so what your little freaky ass was in here doing? And I don't know if he's discovered that part. Not saying he couldn't. I get it. I was like, you and the girls, you like, what, it was like 5th, 6th grade? So I'm like, boy, I was like, you know what? He just sitting there looking around. I'm finna call your mom. And I'm finna tell your mom. Oh, that's when he started wanting to cry and shit. I'm like, oh, bro, don't get emotional. That's your mama finna find out. And I was actually the good one about it because she went off. Yeah. And I'm like, hey, we not gonna go off like that. I'm like, I honestly don't, because it was all type of random stuff. And like and I could tell at that point he didn't know what he was looking at. He just started clicking on everything he saw on there. So it's popping up. It's popping up women on women, dudes on. It's popping up everything. And I'm like, do you know what you clicking on? He was like, no, I just seen one thing and I just kept clicking. I was like, well, clearly, freak nasty, because this was a 2-hour thing. And he did. I was like, this is why you sleep in class, because you managed to go to bed at 4:30 in the morning and still get up at 7 o'clock on the dot without me waking him up.
Man. I heard little boys. You ready for a job? You got a girl?
No.
I heard little boys when they hit that stage.
Oh, it's 3 of them. And then I got 1 biological and then my girls 2 boys. Yeah. So 3 kids. And it gets I've been that age. It's a time. That's all I'm saying. It becomes a slippery slope depending on the child you got. I didn't go off because shit, I started discovering porn like at that age. All because we used to have a pay-per-view on the cable box. Watching Channel Zero with regular movies. I didn't know at 12 o'clock Playboy kicked in, but I found out. And I remember I was like, oh, this is interesting. Okay, they doing this. I was like, oh. And then I was like, damn, bro. As soon as I had a boy, I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to straight. I'm gonna have to straight explain this early because y'all, they're way more advanced. TikTok, all of that stuff provides
Yeah,
stuff.
it got a lot
I
of
would have never.
stuff.
So my space wasn't allowing you to put on there. I was still figuring out how to code in my backdrop.
Hey,
I
real
wasn't
shit.
trying to
Real
look
shit.
for nothing naked on my space. I was trying to figure out.
Me down on y'all people,
We was just figuring out who was solid enough to be in the top 8.
Yes.
LimeWire, you try to download.
I want mine to be the Joker.
Look, you try to download some freaky off of LimeWire. That was a 4 or 5 day process.
Bro.
By the time it downloaded, you don't even want to watch this 36 HP video that done came up and downloaded that you can't see because it's pixelated and look like they shot with a razor phone.
Yep.
Like, kids don't understand how good they got. I wish I grew up with fast internet.
My daddy was Blackbuster.
Oh, that sounds like a DVD.
Yeah, tapes, a bunch of them. He sold DVDs. Like he would burn and sell.
Oh, I was that nigga. I ain't do the DVDs. I couldn't get that. I ain't had a DVD burner. It's just, it was too much commitment. Like, you had to really be all in because it took too long to get them movies. And I wasn't going to go sit in the movies to go record it. I missed them DVDs,
I
though.
was watching DVDs.
Random nigga walk across the screen.
Right down on like Martin Luther King page.
Hold on, now, we still got somebody out there that's
I don't know.
Oh, I was finna say, like, don't cheer me up because I'm finna go buy one tomorrow.
They said who got Tubi is the new DVD. It's the DVD, man. So
All you need is an iPhone 8 Plus
yeah, I don't.
and a Vision, and you can make a Tubi movie. And the crazy part is, you go to Tubi. If you go to Tubi with high expectations, it's not gonna go the way you want it to go.
Well, I don't want to say that.
Listen, I need you to do it, and what I want you to indoctrinate yourself with is the Dirty D. It's a wonderful ghetto soap opera.
But see, people be always talking like about how crazy ratchet, you know what I mean? And the record, like I got into the TikTok videos. They be like Tubi movies be like, and then they pulling out their script.
No, and like some of the stuff that be happening, you be like,
yeah, you know what I mean. So it's like, why would I go watch that?
Because it's just like it's like watching U.S. Nigerian movies. That's what I equate it to. If you ever seen a clip of a Nigerian movie, it is Tubi in Africa. Like they be like pow pow, and then the bullets just come out of nowhere, and I'll be like. I'm like either y'all are behind in Nigeria or you so far advanced I don't see the vision yet. One of the two is occurring right now, but it's like I expect it to be so crazy. I'm like it's some movies I watch that it's just like if I watch Napoleon Dynamite, I can give a Tubi movie a chance. Napoleon was a great movie. But it was like a Tubi movie with quality.
Yeah, you gotta have a definitely.
Like Napoleon Dynamite is a two. It's like you don't. It's one of them you don't. It's like listening to an album. You may not get it the first time, but you got to run it back the second time. It's like this is actually a great movie, but it's like Pootie Tang. That is a Tubi movie with quality. It was before its time. Pootie Tang would thrive in Tubi. Pootie Tang could do a whole series in Tubi.
I'm about to say that they probably should do that. They need to bring it back.
I love Pootie Tang. I talk to the kids like that at school. They be like, Mr. Hey, I'm like, if you don't, that's how some of y'all sound sometimes. But I'm like, at least Pootie Tang made sense to me. I always tell people Pootie Tang Daddy on there was a movie about my daddy. I feel like the belt used to move that fast that I didn't understand where it came from at times. And I deserved it. Sometimes I didn't. But I'm like, anybody that can do that, Pootie can do it. Shout out to Pootie Tang. But look, man, before we get into these random topics, I just want to do my favorite part of the show. It's called our Numerology Corner. Like I always tell people, I got in the numbers, joining the Masonic Order, learned different things within that, just revolving around stuff that made sense to people, stuff that don't make sense to people, stuff that give you a deeper meaning. It's always a deeper meaning in things you don't think there's a deeper meaning in. And it really all depends on how you look at life. Some of these numbers relate to people, some of these numbers don't relate to nobody. But I just find the best thing I could find on there that's not like in a biased direction. They do like biblical things on there, all different types of stuff. I find something I think is a general sense that makes sense to me. If it makes sense to everybody, hopefully it do. Sometimes it can get deep and real preachery. Sometimes just a quick read and get it over with. But for the number 13, It is a number of the ability to manifest your dreams by the use of thoughts for positive succession. Your guardian angels will make you realize your full potential of turning negativity into positivity and being successful. I feel like we can all kind of relate to that at times. It's a lot, especially doing things in a creative space, in the creative space, there's a wide range. Anything that you came up with is creative. Not just meaning music, arts, anything can really be in the creative space.
That's true.
And that allow people to provide, especially with arts and being creative and social media, allow people to provide opinions and inputs that a lot of the time should have just stayed with them. I always say social media gave a voice to the voiceless.
That's true.
Especially Twitter. Twitter allows you to become whoever you want to be on Twitter, as long as you just make an account. Some of those accounts take off. Some of them don't do anything. But you can become who you. Everybody got an opinion. That's why I don't argue people their opinions, because I'm like, it's pointless. Why are you gonna argue somebody about how they feel about something?
True.
I ain't here to change that. I ain't one of them people like, oh, I need you to see the world how I see it. You view it how you view it, as long as we ain't disrespectful.
To each his own.
To each his own. Like, it don't. You see people straight getting whole arguments about that. I had a post today that made people go back and forth, and it was talk about influence in music. And I think a lot of people put more, when you see older artists of a genre and younger artists of a genre get put in a sentence, people a lot of times do comparison off nostalgia instead of pure. It could be facts on the table. And the post was, in an influential sense of people in music, Chief Keef was more influential than Lauryn Hill.
I saw you post that, but I ain't commented on it. It's not my lane.
And that, a lot of posts I see don't be my lane. I just scroll. People, they have a wonderful scroll feature because, like, you kind of going through. You can utilize it. Like, a lot of people feel like they have to argue with people. Some people, I like when people provide their input and respect for men. I love going back and forth with people. And
It's a nice debate.
It's a nice debate. You see, people start, when people start losing or they don't know, they ain't making no sense. They start throwing shots at you.
It's not about losing. It's just about you can't get people to understand what you feel. So if you would,
that's the greatest way.
Your perspective is different from somebody else.
So you ain't gonna understand.
That is the greatest way.
It's not that you even losing. You just got a different perspective.
And I'm glad you say that, because that's the better way I meant to say. That makes, and that's the truth. Like, everybody was not put on this world to agree.
Yeah.
We not all, because at that point we all be robots. If we all agree with the same thing, we supposed to have a difference of opinion. And I explained it from a standpoint of, I rock with both of them. If I turn on music today, from the time I heard Chief Keef come out, there's way more artists, as far as because the younger people gravitated to that music, that are influenced by what he did when he came out doing music, than Lauryn Hill in today's society. It's a lot of people that and for us, a lot of people would be more nostalgia because we know what she contributed to music, whether it was one album or not. Lauryn Hill and the Fugees as a solo. I'm like, what a lot of people are arguing is the artistry.
Like
comparing in the art, and I'm like, we're going pure facts. You can go ask. If you pick 50 young dudes, 50 older people, most of them are going to say Lauryn Hill. Most of the young dudes are going to say Chief Keef. I could find more older people say Chief Keef if they knew both lanes of music. Based off of the trajectory. He may not have created drill music, but you equate drill music to, I don't like, 300. When Chief Keef, like, unless you was truly in that, he created a genre of music, being the type of that shoot 'em up, bang bang, drill music that Chicago started. New York you got New York drill. That sound is different than the Chicago drill. You got drill in London.
That shit crazy.
Which is crazy because they got a whole accent.
That shit crazy.
Rapping, talking about shooting. I'm like, bro, if you don't go eat a scone,
you don't know,
and chill out, it'd be crazy. But I guarantee you ask the majority of them why you get into this.
Chief Keef, bro.
90% of them or more is going to say Chief Keef because he came out with the gritty hood videos in the house because he was on house arrest. Like, he took a viral moment of a dude smoking in the car, put it as the intro on his album. That is like a monumental moment in drill music. Hearing the intro to Love Sosa is huge for that. Like, to hear that. Most people, and I'm taking it from people like, are you not old enough to understand? I'm like, bro, I'm 34. I know Lauryn Hill. I was 14. Like, it was 20. It's an album, 20 years she just celebrated on that album. I'm like, bro, that was 20 years ago. I was 14 years old. I'm like, I understand what that album did. But it's a lot of people, this is like putting Pac and Biggie as a grace. A lot of people that can argue they not because of the amount of body of work that they put in, but it's a lot of people that's going to argue that they are because of the message and impact that they did in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, I think that album was more influential on the person, not the industry.
And I 1,000% agree. And I was like, I'm never going to, if we compare apples, that's apples to oranges in the comparison. Musically, come on now. Yeah. He can't do nothing she did, and she can't make Love Sosa. Like, I think Love Sosa is the one. I rock with Chief Keef. Look, Finito, I've seen a plethora of things go wrong when Finito comes on in the party. Going to an HBCU to hear Finito, it's like, are you prepared? And the crazy part is, I just watched the interview with him saying that song was not supposed to be what it is. That was like a song he just made as a toss away, threw it out on SoundCloud, and it turned out to be one of his biggest songs. And that's how it happens sometimes.
It's arguably his biggest
I've
song.
seen you can play I Don't Like Aloud. Kanye West did what R. Kelly did to Bow Wow, I'm a Flirt. Well, I Don't Like. People don't know that song is Bow Wow's. That was Bow Wow and R. Kelly when the song came out. I'm a Flirt.
Yeah.
It's Bow Wow and R. Kelly. That is the original version of that song. That was on Bow Wow's album with the Let Me Hold You Down, I think.
It was.
But R. Kelly took this song because he probably wrote, I don't even say he wrote Bow Wow verse. I wouldn't put it past him because he wrote for a lot of people. But because he is who he is, let me get the remix. And now it's a lot of people I tell that to, they're like, well, damn. You right.
I heard Bow Wow and I never knew that was his song.
That's his original. Like, he got 2 verses on the song. R. Kelly got 1. And it's not even like a full, like a whole verse thing.
I think I may have only heard the remix.
Like, and I feel it's like the movie with Sinbad that people don't believe did or didn't happen.
That shit happened. We're not gonna get into that.
Look, it's one of them things. It's like the blue dress, the blue or the white, blue and gold dress. People see it. It's all about perception. People straight don't, but I don't found the song. It was horrible. I don't blame R. Kelly for doing what he did. But it's like, things like that be happening, man. So, one crazy thing that's been kind of happening lately, I don't know, for those, Drake dropped the album this past week.
Nope, didn't know that.
Man, it's okay.
I heard my boy Offset drop that album, though.
I ain't listened to neither one of them in full, so.
He ain't dropped it yet?
No, I know he dropped some songs, but I know it's going to be fine. Offset.
Oh, yeah. I'm actually interested.
I want to hear that because he been low key.
He been doing him.
He been proving
But
like.
he's always been doing him, but
now it's like I feel like it's no limitation now. Like he ain't got no cap on him.
his performance. I saw this one performance he did, and he had, oh my God, he incorporated Dirty Diana in it. The song Michael Jackson.
The crowd went crazy.
I was like, this is another level. I always liked his music,
Nah.
so I'm interested to see.
he sacrificed taking
No, low key when you and it's good you said that one because that was the one that I was like,
I feel like
this nigga is a superstar.
Because you see the
Offset
creativity in his performance.
Yeah, I mean, and he always my favorite one. R.I.P. Takeoff lyrically, that was my favorite one.
Yeah.
Just because he was just putting words and cadences together outside of the cadence. That
looked good, but he was the weakest.
Quavo is the hook man. He's going to give you an amazing hook that is top tier in the league. Ad libs on the, but
and he the business.
he's the business. You can tell like he's the face of the Migos. Offset would have had more of. Offset just stayed in trouble for a long time that deterred his growth. Yeah. Like we knew him for being the cousin locked up all the time, getting in trouble. It was once he got out and finally got to be around. It was just like, and I feel like his breakout was Bad and Bougie. Like that was his time to let motherfuckers know, like, hey, I can rap too. Like, I'll do this too. And the flow crazy, like everything he did was crazy with that, amongst other stuff. But I still think Takeoff was the best one. But they said that. They all said that. They was like, bro, he the best one rapping in here.
I feel like as far as an artist goes, yeah, Takeoff was definitely the artist. I feel like Offset is becoming an artist.
He got more of a complete.
Yeah.
He can have a more like.
Because he did.
But they can be up there rapping and dancing.
Yeah.
Like when the last time, and you low key don't judge him for it, because he ain't up there trying to Chris Brown dance you.
Remember he was on the Whitney Houston?
Yeah, but see, I didn't know that until they showed me that.
Yeah.
He was on the Whitney Houston video as a kid, straight getting off.
That's why I say I feel like now he's becoming more of an artist. Like I feel like he was in this Migo box for so long.
Now he get to be himself,
and now he get to be himself, like fully the whole. Like that's why I'm like, bro, artists need to start doing that more. Be yourself.
The Migos actually started doing their own little two-step on stages and stuff like that with their performances.
But they weren't dressing up as Michael Jackson.
No,
they weren't doing. They weren't cosplaying.
They show the fuck
like now, my boy is straight up himself. Like he's straight doing what he wanted to do.
I hate it so much when they broke up.
Oh yeah. It was
so
tragic.
to me, I'm like, I'm glad you could do this. Everybody's great in their own right individually, but please come back together
I wish
and then, take off.
I think they did something last time they performed.
No, they did a tribute for him. I don't know if they did something at this awards that's showing right now.
Before he died, I'm saying like they were on Drink Champs, and it was just Quavo and Takeoff, and they were talking. I was just like, please let it go, please get back together.
They was talking about it.
And then a week later, Takeoff died.
That was one of them moments like. God,
I was just talking to you last week.
You don't never like, if somebody gets shot, I expected you, but it's like that was the most random thing. I straight got woken up like, hey, Takeoff got killed. I feel like your cousin. Because we've been rocking with the Migos since.
That's how I felt.
I was hearing since what's the first song?
Yeah.
Versace.
Takeoff got shot.
Did you
tell? Yeah, it was Versace.
Hannah Montana.
Versace did Hannah Montana.
Okay.
Because that's when it started the Drake effect. I feel like they was the first person that benefited from the Drake effect. Like he got on a remix and they just went. I remember when they first came out, I ain't like it. Like the cadence, I was like, bro, this too close to it's like a new age 3 6 Mafia, like cadence. And I ain't rock with it for a minute. And then I got into like No Label too. And I had to get him a try. And I'm like, all right.
But they the only ones that can do it like successfully, like how they do it.
But that's why I say they inspired. They cadence is inspired by 3-6, but it's different.
Yeah,
because like it's a sped up triplet. 3-6 had a triplet, but it was a more spaced out. Theirs is a like how they do it. Like they found a cadence there. It was one of them like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's like the baby. He did this. He does the same cadence all the time, and for a long time. It worked. He got in trouble. If he didn't do the stupid shit he did, it would have continuously worked.
I don't know.
And then he doubled it back.
Growth,
look, he took some time off and put another song that just blew him right back up because he make the song that's gonna blow on
it's
TikTok.
It's different though, because that's 3 of them doing something.
But
different
they all.
Same style.
I mean, it's like they all got a triplet. They all got the same one, and everybody got an individual. Because Offset ain't always in a triplet pattern. He's like, I'll do it, but he can get out the box of that real quick. That's why I feel like he the most diverse one.
Yeah.
Outside of the dance, just with a rap cadence.
Yeah,
Quavo,
I would say that too.
I know how your cadence gonna go.
Yeah.
Takeoff for the most part, you know how his cadence is gonna go. He'll switch it up here and there.
Yeah.
Takeoff, but he could give you the same cadence. Because his would come with, every day you get a bar in there tossed in. I'm like, all right, you still staying with the, not too far. I don't know if you could go that far with it lyrically, but you'll toss in something that makes sense. You like, all right, that was fire.
Yeah.
But they was one of them groups like, you ain't listening to them for bars. I'm listening to them for they mood music.
Yeah.
I call it mood music. Like the mood. It's for when I want to go to the club. Migos mixtapes, bro. We should just run them through in the dorms, loud as hell, blowing Migos. Like it's just because it would amp you up. Like Fight Night in the club. Fight Night still turn up on the mix in the car.
Yes,
I gotta explain to the kids in 3 minutes after that. I gotta explain what just happened.
In the middle of a frat party. In the middle of a white frat party when 100 bricks come on.
Listen, it's low key. Going to a Gucci Man concert, let me know. White people really be knowing some songs. And I went my first college. It was more mixed. Lincoln low key got more white kids than black kids. But it's like a community college to them. So after 5 o'clock, you don't see them. They go get their degree and go to the crib. Then it's your actual HBCU time. But Like, I went to the Gucci Man concert. I'm seeing white kids rap songs I didn't know the words to, and I'm like, am I really a Gucci Man fan?
Because they really
no, they do. They do. Like when they tap into something they rock.
They really tap in.
Thoroughly listen to it.
Like
that's all. Like, am I a true Gucci Man fan?
You make you question yourself. Like, damn, do I really support her?
I've never heard this before. No one told me.
They research.
Look, and that's what it is. They, I feel like they still going to AZ lyrics.
Mm-hmm. They be
and pulling
research.
up.
I do that.
I do that.
Is it still around?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been on there in a while.
I just Google. If you just
quit.
Google the song though, Google just has the part with
Hold
the
on.
lyrics.
What kind of phone you got?
I got a 15 Pro Max.
If you don't look on the lyrics when you on your Apple
But
Music,
everybody's lyrics, everybody don't buy into that feature. And it makes sense.
Even if they ain't
it
scrolled,
allows you to
read
do
it, like-
karaoke if you want to. That's how I do when my,
got the new 15.
yeah, I got the 15 Pro Max. Yeah. My old phone was been through it. It was time. It's one of them like I shoot videos, I take pictures. It's a camera on the go for me. That's really why I get it. The phone part is cool too.
I feel that.
Like I can call people. That's really interesting. But I use it for the camera. Like I like the camera's amazing on there. So I feel like if you're a smaller, like, even if you're a big content creator, you don't want to invest in all this camera setup. Just get you a new age phone.
Yeah.
It pretty much can get you damn near to what you're looking for on a personal level. And you don't have to paying people to shoot. Sometimes you do need to do that.
You need your stuff produced.
Yeah, sometimes all right, you know if this is the one that you're trying to put out there. But like social media content, man, you can create content.
Yeah.
And I tell people, do that, man. Set you a day aside, map it out, do it all. Then you got time to break it up. You can pre-post it. I'll do it in the drafts. Put all the info that I'm gonna put. Now I just go in there at times I need to.
Yeah. All my archive content, the content that be in my phone that my kids be recording for me while I do whatever I do. That's the stuff that go viral. That's the stuff that you really get the behind the scenes of everything that you're doing. And then when I get the videographer, I get it produced, I get it all that. I be like, man, I done put all this money into this, and it be a simple video from my phone that be really connected.
And that be the crazy part. That's why I tell people, I'm like, it's always good to buy into a videographer so you can get your vision shot through somebody else. But don't make that limit yourself. And this is coming from somebody that gets paid from y'all needing a videographer.
All the videographers that work with me know my kids too.
Yeah,
and I be like, tell them to move out your way if they in your way, because listen, I got my videographer over here, I got my kid over here, got all cameras on all around.
And they give you another angle. Behind the scenes things is in. Yeah. If somebody can capture what you doing while you doing, especially in your essence of what you doing, it's always gonna benefit you.
Yep.
Always gonna benefit you. True. Another crazy thing that I seen happen recently. What? Kevin Gates.
Oh God, I can't do that.
Kevin Gates is a wild Negro. We all know that. I think he's a very strange individual.
He's changed, man.
And I think he's always been one to me. He's never been my cup of tea as an artist.
Right, I would say that I never got into his music.
It's been like a song here and there. But it's just weird, dude.
I like his commentary. Sometimes he makes so much sense from a spiritual perspective, and then he be doing some crazy shit.
And that's what make you be like, do I want to buy into what you be talking about? Because
yeah.
And then you do the whole complete opposite.
It definitely sways your perspective, your opinion on him.
I'm sure he does. When is his birthday? A lot of people that follow astrology, he may have it. I don't know when the Negro birthday is. Because I don't follow him. Of course, I can Google it. I just feel like it's really not the most important thing right now. Mm-hmm. But we're going to find out why he do what he do one day. He's going to be here tomorrow.
Huh?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, him and SZA got a concert, I think, tomorrow.
Damn.
Or he going to be here this week.
SZA is tomorrow.
SZA's tomorrow, and I think he's somewhere out here tomorrow, too.
We saw him last year.
Please, Mr. Gates, don't do what you did that I've seen going viral. And for those who don't know what we're talking about,
I got a video.
She let him.
Yeah, and that's what I said.
She was happy to.
Listen, when you're at the time of wanting to pass judgment about a situation, I don't really pass it on him. I'll pass it on the pregnant individual that allowed this. That was the crazy part. It's like, hey, freaky people do freaky things, but to let this man spit in your mouth, if he did it at your house and we didn't know, cool.
Oh,
he did it on stage.
I got a question.
What's your question?
So you got this chick, there's somebody baby mama on stage letting Kevin Gates spit in her mouth, and then you got the whole Kiki thing with Usher. Which was the disrespectful one?
For spitting in the mouth.
Yeah.
What?
All right.
I mean, outside of dude being emotional, I understand a woman being at an Usher concert and being in the moment of it's fucking
that's
Usher.
not no such
In the
thing
words
as
of
being
Riley,
in the moment.
that's Usher.
That's Usher. That's the first thing I said. I was like, big dog.
Let it go.
And my thing with him was
He didn't
he didn't kiss her. She ain't grip on her
ass,
booty. Nothing of that. It was just one of them like that was a thought that out loud. Like, bro, you had time to delete, especially if you pay into the Twitter Blue. You got 30 minutes, my boy. You could have, but actually, it don't matter because as soon as it posted and you got a notable following, them screenshots already flying. No matter how fast you delete it, the internet never loses. The internet don't lose. You ain't got. You got.
Big drama, bro.
With the fingers together, that's the amount of time you got to get rid of that.
That's why I don't post nothing I want to.
You got to catch it before it fully posts. To be honest, and I was just like, bro, I don't invalidate somebody's feelings. I don't know where they was at in their relationship. My whole issue with him was saying it out loud. We didn't need to know about that you felt that way. Then you double down on it with the mama post, and I was like, oh my nigga. I'm like, bro, whatever you get, you deserve at this point, because that was one of them you could have low key talked to her about that. I didn't need to know you felt that way about her. When my girl leave the house, I'll be jokingly like, hey, don't get nobody beat up.
She said
Other than that, I expect people to look at you. I think you look good.
Like, why would
I
they
trust
look at
you. I'm like, I think you're fine. So I expect people to look at you. And if I saw Usher was looking at you, I'm like, I'm going to just look at Usher. I'm like, this nigga. Yeah. I just got to take that L because this is a once in a lifetime moment for you.
Yeah.
But when it's my turn at the concert, I don't want to hear Nathan. If I get pulled out on stage,
Y'all Taylor called me.
look, Megan Thee Stallion want to pull me on the stage,
Put your
I'm just
tongue
going
in
to look
the
at you
titties
like,
for me.
remember Usher?
Don't even say nothing, Nick. Don't even say this.
I'm just going to smile as I proceed to the stage. I'm going to be looking at her the whole time like, an L is an L. If I had to take it, you got to chunk her because I tell my girl all the time because she got the crazy part. The person she got a crush on, which is Method Man. We share the same birthday. She was
Everybody got a crush on Method Man.
Yeah, it was like it's Method Man. Method Man is an old nigga that still looks like he look younger than where he was in the Wu-Tang Clan. So I understand your infatuation. If you love him, I get it. I told her and me talking about somebody that I think we was watching Power, and I was talking about light skinned Keisha. That was a fine woman.
Indeed.
And I had to tell her, I was like, listen, I was like, listen. You got more of a chance of getting with Method Man than I do getting with light-skinned Keisha. So you got to look at it like that. Between the sense of, I can see Method Man looking at you and be like, all right, I'm with it. She's not finna pay me no mind. This is light-skinned Keisha. She ain't studying me. You have more potential.
And she
So you,
pregnant now.
yeah, I ain't the daddy.
On the way.
I ain't the daddy.
Lord, if I ain't got
I ain't the daddy.
I don't just, people was like, she pregnant. It ain't mine. It ain't my concern. I hope
She got a little boy on the way.
Congratulations.
Where the claps at?
I feel like she get a clap. I feel like Tyrese. Congratulations. I ain't got time. I don't want no more kids. So if that was the ultimate, I was gonna have to leave. Sorry, Keisha.
Sorry.
Can't do it. I just you seem young. You seem like you want a family. My child's gonna be 13. I can't run that back.
Do it.
I think it's the craziest thing to see people have these older kids and then you straight gonna have another kid. I'm like, famo.
Accidental kids.
I tell my son all the time, I love you, my boy. But if we could erase time and go back and I had the option, I would have waited a little bit longer. But now the fact that by the time you graduate high school, I'll be 38. I'm okay with that. I can be pops at the PTA meetings. That once I drop you off to college, I'm gonna fly. I'm outside.
By the time you 40, you in there like swimwear.
I'm outside. By the time 40, he'll be going into being 20. What, 20? 19, 20. I'm like, bro, you should. I'm like, what I instill in you now, as long as it stays there, you gonna be good. You always welcome in my house. But I need you gonna do your thing, my boy. I'm outside. And if you is welcome in my house, you grown.
Not to treat him to like his first real legal experience.
Yeah, like when we go, I'm like, come on, we gonna turn up. You turn 21, I ain't finna go out here and get you pissy drunk. Like, cause I don't do that. No, my thing, I ain't do that on my birthday. Like
me either.
the school police officers drop me off at the crib. Yeah, my son mama was a dispatcher, so they picked me up. I was fucked up. Like they straight just picked me up, dropped me off where I was going. They was like, "You smell like weed." I was like, "Oh, okay." Like, I'm not doing it in the car with you. Like,
Right.
Like,
Happy 21st
like,
birthday.
thank you. I'm like, bro, that's my birthday. Like, other than that, I always get the whole point of trying to 21 shots. I'm like, why would you want to do that?
I don't understand it.
Why
either.
do you want to drink till you don't remember? I've had the moments in college. You just wake up and I'll be like,
See, I've never been like blackout.
I've never like blacked out completely. But I done woke up some places and it's like,
I've never.
see?
I don't drink.
I took care of the people who
know
did.
about
I
yourself.
chased equine. Have you ever seen an equestrian run?
Like the actual horse?
A person that rides.
Oh,
Equine.
no, I have not. Are
The
they
college
good?
I went to,
Got an
we had
equestrian
really
team?
nice, really good actually.
That's lit.
What's that?
And we went to frat parties.
Right.
Oh,
We went to frat parties, and we were athletes, so we were cool with all of the athletes and stuff. And they were the type to get drunk and run around the parking lot.
The Caucasian race here. We don't do that yet. We don't run. I'm only running from things happening during my drunk moment. I'm not just doing this for the thrill of it. It's crazy.
I know. Well, it was a couple black ones.
I mean, it's always
It's
gonna be people
always.
sprinkle. Listen, I went to, the white kids used to get us drunk
were
at my first school. They used to be like, "Hey, y'all want to come to the party?" It was like they just kicked it with. We all lived in the dorm. We was just kick it with them, get drunk off their bread, and go back to our room. Like, and then we kick it with them any other time. Like they was cool, but I ain't doing the running around. I've done some crazy shit, like living in Chicago, walk from downtown to the Cubs Stadium. And for those who don't know how far that is, yeah, that's a commute. I was drunk. It was like a group of us, but we had like a limited bus pass, like to ride the trains and all that. So it's at this point, it's like it's summertime. We sightseeing. We walking down Lakeshore Drive. Might as well walk as far as we can, and then just catch the train back to the room.
I couldn't even walk.
It was like an hour
from
and a
the
half.
dome.
that's some drunk shit for real.
It was. It was like, you know how you
After
get
the
so
Beyonce
far
concert.
in the journey. It's like, well,
No.
I might as well ride this out at this point.
That was
We got so
1
far.
mile.
Yeah.
It was 1
It's probably
mile.
like
We
three-
could not
it
make
had to
that
be
walk.
like
It was
5
hot
miles,
as fuck.
maybe.
We were drunk.
I mean,
We were
5 mile
high.
walk ain't that bad.
You know
to
what?
me. I'm not
I
gonna
say
lie.
5 miles because I want that to make sense to me. I really don't know how far that was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up one day. But I feel like I just know it was worth catching the train
Back.
to the room. There was no way we would. If I had to walk back, I would have slept till the morning. I was too. It was too drunk to do the first walk. To run it back, oh no, that was way too far. But we got one more random topic we gonna do. Talking about in St. Louis, Sexy Red.
You say no.
Good old Sexy Red. We had a random moment this past week of a tape being leaked.
That was a fail.
Yeah, I mean, I
It
granted,
was a fail with a
I
big
can't
L
say
at
it
the
was
end
what
of
I
it.
was looking for because I wasn't looking for it. It was just like one of them, like, oh, well, I got to see it because I done heard about it at this point. And I was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
My thing is
like
like,
next
if
time.
you
Yeah.
like at that stature of like your career, why is you still messing with nobody? Or like
How you know that was recent?
those type of
Yeah, I heard it was an older video. All I know was it was on her stories.
could have been. Oh,
So
but yeah, then it's
she
like
said,
it's on her
she
story,
said
though.
somebody posted. Well, to me looking at it, I looked at the story. It was hella stuff on there. I've seen people randomly do that before. Saying, can I say it was intentional? They actually deleted once they realized it. But like just posting hella fast,
Yeah.
you click on hella stuff, you don't realize what you clicking.
Yeah.
But being that you gotta individually click a story, it ain't gonna make you watch the whole thing load up. But you gotta go video by video. The only way that would have happened if he had your phone. And if it was a new video, that means he had to record it right then and there and post it before you realize, which means you still gave him access to the phone.
But you know what they be doing?
Somebody was going
Younger
through her
people be
shit,
doing. They be sharing.
saw it and decided.
Sharing video.
No, sharing passcodes.
that's
Here's my passcode. Here's your passcode. They be doing all that crazy. Young.
You ain't
Young.
make no sense, kids.
Not,
'cause
yeah, kids.
you ain't finna mess up my account that I done built on for all these years. Just to do what you want to do with it. I don't even understand the benefit of it. Just like people that have a couple pages. Like if y'all don't have a brand together, why y'all got a couple Facebook pages? That's the craziest thing, Mr. and Mrs. James. Why y'all got a page?
So why are you doing it?
Alright, let me check this link out again.
Alright, let's see. Hold on. I see you in the backstage. There we go. Should have you on there when you get back on the screen part. I'll pull you back up.
Keep going in and out.
It may be the internet. It could be the I don't know if you. Yeah, sometimes the internet around here, the train behind us that you hear randomly, it be messing up the internet.
It be messing up the internet.
Like the Wi-Fi work. I mean, if we want to connect to that may help as well too. But sometimes, yeah, it just be because it.
Keep going in and out on me.
Yeah, I'll write it down, but we can get you connected to that. So yeah, we're gonna go on a quick commercial break of one of my plethora of songs I got over here. And then we're going to be back on episode 13, Walk It Like I Talk It with Miss Crystal Lee.
What a beautiful time to be. To exist and breathe in this air, cellular respirate naturally. Life is one big beautiful pain, and we all hold a brush for this masterpiece. Everybody and their mama trying to masterpiece, but everybody and their mama just fast asleep. So if you asking me, I'm just here to wake them. On to another plane, I shall take them. With vibrations from minutes of earthquakes, I wanna have them shook, but I just might shake them. Shit. Some niggas need that in order to see that they're much more than what they came up around. You have to believe that. They were giving feedback, but we can't hear that nigga, cause we up now, up and out beyond the clouds. Distant from anything that ain't feeding. My spirit and my mind, I climb despite all the energy leeches leeching. With this voice, I chant these words, millions listen, that's I'm reaching. Some absorb it and say it's timeless. Hating ass niggas say I'm preaching, but I can give a fuck if it falls after the summer, year round's my season. I've been building up, now I'm solid. I have purpose, I have reasons, and they look just like me. What you know about being something that you never had? Niggas say here gangster, fuck out of here. The most gangster shit is being a dad. Try not to spaz as I attempt to understand why this nigga didn't want his child. My heart was up for grabs. Mama stepped up, got her shit, and made this life worthwhile. If they ever doubt you, queen, I'm all about you, queen. Right on the front line, guarding your kingdom. And if they try to overthrow, I throw over 1,000 shots, cause I'm a real demon when it comes to my love. Fortunately, I don't feel that way about you. Papa was a rolling stone, and that nigga still rolling. Started smoking at the age of 13. To this day, your nigga still token. Maybe if he was present in my life, I might have done some things different. Then again, if he was present in my life, a whole bunch of shit to be missing. Listen, everything happens for a reason, believe it. Had the vision for as long as I know. Still took me 29 years to see that. Your mind takes you on a journey when it's free, but it takes a journey in itself just to free that. Searching for happiness in the distance, we must create happiness where we at. Face them hard times, walk that shit down, come out better than you ever been. Stand the test of time till you standing on the testimony to tell a friend. Life is all about where you go, and don't dwell and stress about where you been. Don't dwell and stress about where you been. Everything gon' all work out in the end. Face them hard times, walk that shit down, come out better than you ever been. Stand the test of time till you standing on the testimony to tell a friend. Life is all about where you go, and don't dwell and stress about where you been. Don't dwell and stress about where you been. Everything gon' all work out in the end. We just gotta wake up. Look at what we made of. They be tryna take us from our lives, but it's within. This a shine you can't dim. We just gotta wake up. Look at what we made of. They be tryna take us from our lives, but it's within. This a shine you can't dim. Face them hard times, walk that shit down, come out better than you ever been. Stand the test of time till you standing on the testimony to tell a friend. Life is all about where you go, and don't dwell and stress about where you been. Don't dwell and stress about where you been. Everything gon' all work out in the end. Face them hard times, walk that shit down, come out better than you ever been. Stand the test of time till you standing on the testimony to tell a friend. Life is all about where you go, and don't dwell and stress about where you been. Don't dwell and stress about where you been. Everything gon' all work out in the end. We just gotta wake up. Look at what we made of. They be tryna take us from our lives.
Hey, turn up, and turn it on up. We back, Episode 13, Ethnic and Shamor. Shout out to my nigga Lou Tribe Jig.
Yes, sir.
Dope song.
That's probably one of my favorite songs on the album. If y'all haven't listened to it, it's The Tribe Alive. I gotta remember the full title. It's got some more to it. The Journey.
Audio journey.
The Audio Journey. But and if you ain't even heard it, just you gotta start from the first project. 8 equals infinity. Like my boy Cooks. Like I always tell people, it's 3 people that's mainly in my rotation that's rappers I know from here. One of them's at this show tonight. Shout out to Cook Crack. Shout out my nigga Nando STL. And shout out my long everybody don't, I ain't gonna say everybody don't make good music because everybody don't make music for you.
Right.
So what I think may be not pleasing to my ears may be a song that gets somebody through life. Like, it just worked like that. But I feel like those 3 right there got universal music. No matter your range of music, you can't go wrong.
Right.
And that's one of my favorite songs off the track. I posted the status alone just of the chorus. I feel like the breakdown of that, it's just, I used to do this thing on here like about deeper meanings to song, like a song manifestation thing. And you can't beat that chorus. Like the chorus of that shit is amazing. And for those, you got to go back and listen to it, man. I feel like it'll get you through a lot. Like it's a dope track. So shout out to Lou Tribe once again. But we gotta give my DJ Bonds all that good stuff. Top it up. She been kicking it with us, Miss Crystal Lee of Monroe. I feel you gotta say it real sophisticated. Because you got Monroe with the O. That tells you hear the O in that. Monroe. It just sound like this
money.
is it. This is it. Sound like money.
Money, Monroe.
When I first, I was like, I only need $2.
I might have to do another little business.
Look, there you go, right there.
Money,
But
Monroe. I like that.
as y'all see, we got Miss Crystal Lee in the building. So for those who are tapped in, who don't know about everything you got going, what all you do, just let our listeners and viewers know a little about yourself.
All right. I think it'll be best to kind of like paint a picture and not dive directly to today. So I've been in the footwear industry since 2014. I have my online shoe retail business, Monroe Shoetique, right, where I sell women high heel shoes. Okay. And so just being in this industry, the footwear industry, and being an entrepreneur, you know, entrepreneurship is all about just solving problems, other people's problems, making a convenience for them. I was just thinking, like, what problem can I solve in this footwear industry? And setting up, like, at your network events, trade shows, women come all the time. Like, I'm not the in the club girl and witness those women coming out that can't walk in heels. I'm more in, you know, these events and women coming to me and they like, oh man, these shoes look beautiful, the stuff that I sell, but they don't purchase them because they can't walk in them, right? So I was already low key like helping women learn how to walk in heels. Like I'm just been a high heel girl, and if it's a high heel occasion you got coming up, I'm probably gonna be with one of the first people you think about. For one, for the heels, and two, to teach you how to actually walk in them, style them, all that. Long story short, thought of an idea to teach women how to actually walk in those heels, and so that morphed into the Monroe Walk Workshop, which is supposed to have just pipelined into Monroe Shoetique. I teach you how to walk in the product, you buy it. But the Monroe Walk Workshop became like this super dope, like women empowerment, community, confidence boosting. It became a life of its own, right? And now I travel with it. Actually, I'll be in Vegas this weekend with it. I've traveled it internationally with it as well. And I'm actually launching it. Well, I've already released it online a couple of years ago, but I decided to repackage that and do it better because just doing my craft over the years, I've learned so much more about the footwear industry. So I got shoe retail site, Monroe Shoetique. I got the Heels class, Monroe Walk Workshop, and I also have a podcast called High Heels and Tea Podcast that I do with a good friend of mine. She's also in the shoe retail industry, and we just discuss like womanhood topics and things like that too. So, in a nutshell, that's what I do. Okay?
I do this shit.
In
short, if you need heels,
in short,
look, that's exactly why I said walk
in
it.
short. Yeah, that's how it all goes.
So I mean, like when you started, what drew you to the fashion industry besides your personal self?
Honestly, where I come from, you know, I don't come from money. I don't come from like fancy things, and it's kind of where I don't go around proving who I am or who I was or nothing like that. But a lot of people meet me now, but growing up, I didn't come from much, you know, and so I always, I think, had like this high heel lipstick girl inside me, but I couldn't afford the way that I wanted to look. And so when I was in college, I was broke as hell. Oh my God, I was broke. I think I had like one pair of heels that I wore every semester, like throughout, like, I mean, from the beginning of school all the way to the end of May, one pair of heels, right? I couldn't afford to really be that high heel girl that I wanted to be. But I would go to like the shoe stores and stuff, right? Bakers. Everybody know Bakers back then at the Galleria. And I used to be like, dang, I can only shop when it's on sale, right? They got that big Christmas blowout or something. That's the only time I could get a new pair of heels. So in a nutshell, that really inspired me to launch my own shoe business, something that's super cute and affordable, because a lot of times when a heel is really affordable, it's made of very poor quality material, right? And so that for ladies that don't know, that actually does contribute to your high heel pain. The architect of the heel is not really created to be a comfort-driven design heel, but it's super affordable. And I can name a lot of people favorite stores out there that they easily shop at. They got these fast fashion type of styles, right? So, nutshell, I wanted to solve their problem. I wanted to be able to get like some beautiful heels for women like me that wanted to look a little bit, you know, like better quality, but we couldn't afford it, and that's what sparked that.
Okay, so I mean, with you owning the business, the workshop, what has been one of your biggest challenges from the time you started till now?
Such a great question. It's a great question. It's a hard question for me to answer, only because I'm super duper like problem solver type of person. I really don't dwell on what's hard. I just do what I need to do. But what I would say is that when I decided to actually do the workshop, I had so much self-doubt. So that's probably the biggest challenge that I've ever encountered, because I'm not like, you know, like I got that big following at that time, especially at that time I didn't have a big following and that much influence and things like that. So I was like, I really want to do this, but with people support, I had to really learn how to like quiet that self-doubt, because that stopped me for years. What I'm doing now, I sat on it. I could have been doing it, but I was just more concerned, like, I don't think people will come, people will support. Now, I go out to Ghana, and you see I went to Toronto. Like, people fly from this part of the world to this part of the world just to meet me and see me and learn my craft. You know what I mean? So my biggest challenge, and I'm a little introverted, people don't get that from me either, because entrepreneurship is really allows me to just have this personality. You know, I'm not faking or nothing, but it really allows me to live life in the way that I wouldn't live it if I wasn't an entrepreneur. But I think the biggest challenges I've ever had to encounter just in business, period, starting a podcast, doing an online shoe store, doing a heels class, is like, hey, will people support, and doubting myself and learning how to quiet it and just go.
And that was a major key and thing, because anybody that's doing something that's especially if it work out. Like, and that's the crazy part. You're supposed to have the self-doubt before you have the self-doubt when you started. And I was just finna go to that, because I'm pretty, and that was gonna lead into that. I've seen the followings. I posted all the links so everybody can get to it. When it started from when you created them pages to where you are now, like, how was that feeling? Did like imposter syndrome kick in? Like I feel like I'm supposed to be here, but mentally, I don't know if I've caught up to like thinking this is going to be here at this time.
Oh, once it kicked off and I did my first heels class, I had 10 women to come. It was the most beautiful experience. I'm a super duper uber planner type of person, right? So I didn't rehearse every word I was going to say, and I just went with the flow. I just let go and went with the flow, and it was just the best experience. After that, it was a wrap. Now, I don't really do too much with that imposter syndrome. I think after that, it was just like, man, I could do anything. I that's how I feel. I do still get nervous. I do still have that slight self-doubt. It's stuff I want to do next year, and I'm just like, the little girl coming out, you know what I mean? I'm going to the corner, and I don't want nobody to hear what my thoughts is. I want to kind of, get out of my head first, but I'm going to do it because I know I could do anything I put my mind to,
Oh, I heard that.
Respect.
So when was your first ever workshop class?
It was her.
I mean, as far as time frame.
Oh, what year? I think it was like 2019.
Okay.
Yep, it was 2019.
So what has been, you said it was 10 at that. What has been the biggest?
The biggest I take is 25. And that was in New York at that.
That makes sense. That's all
man.
25 sounds like a lot of people.
It is. It is. And it's just me. It's not like.
Teach?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, I'm just, because I'm.
Yeah.
My mom, like, she do dance, so it's like, I can imagine, like, you trying to teach.
And that's 25 personalities, 25 people who walk different. I gotta get us on.
And one hurt.
That's why I said it was in New York. New York women different.
That's fashion.
No, it wasn't even about fashion. They just aggressive. You know what I mean?
They are that too.
They talk a little bit different.
Word them up. And the crazy part is they be meaning, they be having all good intention behind it. I'll be like, I don't know if you mad at me.
I had to learn that culture. They cool.
No. I used to talk to a girl from New York, and she was like, you mad aggressive.
So cool. That's so cool over there. I love going. That's like actually one of my biggest followings over there.
Okay.
One of my biggest customer bases in that area. But yeah, I don't overdo it. I can't overdo it because it's just me. And honestly, what I would do instead is I would split the class up. I'll do maybe 2 classes. I'll do one on a Saturday and Sunday before I have 50 people come in on one day. It doesn't make sense. The quality of what I'm doing is going to go out the window because it's going to be women in there that needs my attention. I can't even get to y'all. I got to group y'all up, and I got to just flow. I got to try to worry about getting out the studio by a certain time. So the quality really, is less the bigger it is. So I kind of just cap it off at 20 now.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, you said internationally, like how many places, like, so really, like, just as far as class, is that something like you set up because you do it, or people book you to host these classes in their cities?
That would be so lovely at this point. No, I actually set it up.
Okay.
And I did Ghana. I went to Accra, Ghana in February, and then I did Toronto, Canada, and then I got Montego Bay, Jamaica next month.
Okay.
So those my international ones, and I had that on my list. Like last year when I started doing it, I was like, man, I've had just travel with my heels class, and it was a success. And I was like, next year I'm doing it internationally. And everybody's like, why? Nah, I didn't went here and went there, and now they like, what's next?
So I'm taking it like because you do with no more than 25, you're having the same type of successes class. When you go into other countries, like are they all tapping in or getting info from you from the social media?
Yeah, social media.
That's what I'm wondering how they all finding out.
Yeah, social media, TikTok. So what happened? Kind of like what we were talking about, right? With recording your content on your phone and doing all my heels classes here in St. Louis, I always have my daughters with me. Always. They got my phones and they know my codes and they recording everything. And I decided to turn it into a digital product, right? And then the pandemic hit. But before the pandemic hit, I already had all this stuff packaged up out there on my site. So then I just started putting, because it was new to me, TikTok was new to me. I was one of those entrepreneurs at first that was like, I don't want to do TikTok. I ain't got time for challenges. And I was like, man, I'm about to just start throwing my content over there, the same stuff that I've been putting on Instagram and Facebook. That blew up, right? So now TikTok is actually my biggest following.
How many you got on
right?
there?
I'm at like 250,000 on there. And that blew up to where then I was just able to send people to my site and say, hey, go get that online heels class, learn how to walk in heels from home. After so long, they were like, nah, we want to do this in person. Like, can you come to my city? And I put together a tour last year and kicked it off and did it this year. And I'm going to do it again next year, too. So,
that's hella dope. That's hella dope.
Yeah, you got to get your content. Throw it on out there.
So, I mean, you got the podcast as well. What made you get into that space? And
such a great question. All right, back to what I said, right? I don't even like to say it no more. No one believes me. I'm hella introverted.
Oh, me too.
Right? You see what I'm saying? It's kind of hard because our personalities really shining away with our entrepreneurship.
But I was definitely one of those women that did not care to have like the womanhood, the sisterhood, the relationship with women, due to like mishaps with your relationships with women. But I was watching Angela Yee podcast Lip Service, and I would watch an episode, and it felt like I was just at the kitchen table with some good girlfriends and like listen to the aunties talk. It was just so dope, and I really connected with it. And I thought, how many women out there like me that got this perception of womanhood, and it's like, no, like we actually do need sisterhood. We do need womanhood. You just got to find your tribe, right? And who works for you, and who don't worry about it. Long story short, that inspired me to launch my own podcast, which is the High Heels and Tea podcast. And again, we cover all these topics on womanhood, relationships, entrepreneurships, and we mostly do it with other entrepreneurs because a lot of times they don't really know like when I say they mean not following, and people that may like us from afar based off of what we do, they don't really know our personalities. Okay. They don't really know our views about certain stuff. And as I was mentioning, you can post something, I'm gonna keep scrolling, right? Because it's like whatever. But if you sit down and ask me, I probably got a whole lot to say, So my podcast for that opportunity for people to really get to know me, like, outside of being, business crystal, so.
Okay, so yeah. I mean, with everything going, like, what's next? Like, what's coming up for the brand and everything?
It's an awesome question. So, what's next? I'll say, as I mentioned, for the Heels class this year, I'm repackaging it, putting it out online again, making it just a full high heels course. I also got my Destination Heels class in Jamaica. For the podcast, trying to team up with my girl, Rihanna Hunt. That's who I do the podcast with, and get that back going. But next year, my ultimate goal, I'm going to just say this, my ultimate goal, I don't like to talk about nothing, but my ultimate goal is to franchise my workshop. So I don't have to travel unless I want to travel, right? Like this sales class in New York going to feature Crystal, But other than that, I want to start, planting some seeds in different cities and watching my business grow in different cities. So I don't have to get on all these flights.
And that just make it allows you to, you can see the franchise of anything.
Yes,
You're allowed to spread the market out and not wear yourself thin.
Yeah.
You get a team that can help facilitate this.
It's a lot of women think they could do what I do, and I got everything set up. I'll show you how to do it, and you can do it. Make it your own in your own city or whatever. But I want it under my umbrella.
Okay, I can see that happening. See it happening soon. We're going to claim that now. You got to put things
out
there.
I don't like talking about that.
No, that's dope.
I don't want them type of people too. I don't like... I've gotten bigger on manifesting what you want. I'm getting bigger into actually putting it on paper.
It's real.
I feel like it's real once you actually write it down.
Man, once I say it out loud, it's a wrap.
No,
I got to own up to it.
You got to, because at this point you put it in the atmosphere.
Man, Nico, that LA trip was talk. I told her last year, I'm like, hey, we going to LA. We going to LA.
Hey.
I don't know when this happened. We gonna go to LA.
That's all you gotta do is believe it. And once you say it out there, it's just do what you do.
Yeah.
Do what you do. Just continue to move.
I think that's why when you say you introvert, the introverts only really blossom when we in, like, cause I'm an introvert, but I'm like, if I'm painting, you can't really tell I'm an introvert. Because I'm in what I like.
Yes.
So when you in what you like, I feel like the introvertness of it is kind of like blossoms out because you're in something where we feel comfortable, so I can still express this.
I'm so proud of myself. I can't believe
it. I be so shocked. Like this, people are like, I'm like, bro, if you ask me, I would rather be at home.
Yes.
I don't talk to people unless I know you.
I'll throw parties. The whole gang. I'm over painting. I'm like, look,
bro. Like, you know me? I'm the funniest person ever. I'm like, you don't know me? You think I'm a mute?
Yeah.
You think I don't talk? I just kind of wave. You know my family. I used to walk in the crib. What's up, y'all? And go in the back of the room. And chill and just watch TV till it's time. My mama tell me it's time to go.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't here for all the talking unless we cool. I'm not saying I ain't cool with them.
Yeah.
But I'm more of a to myself person. But you give me this, skating, I'm a whole different person.
You know what? When I met you at the poetry event, that's the vibe I got.
Yeah, I was like,
I never met him.
Damn, I got a straight.
No, I never met him. I saw you. I just saw what you posted on Facebook, right?
Okay.
And then I'm there, and I'm one of those people. I'm horrible with recognizing people. People come up to me all the time, like, "Yeah, Crystal, you don't know? No, I don't remember you. I don't know." I'm horrible.
It is horrible.
with that, right?
What's the name? Yeah. How you been?
I just
get
don't
that
know.
a lot, bro.
Yeah.
Look, that's what I used to
I had you on the show, remember?
Sometimes you just gotta smile and wave. You
Low
like,
key, I just smile and go with it. 'Cause I'm like, I know you.
Yeah.
I'm just not good with names.
But that's the vibe I
my
got
face
from you. You
coming
was
out,
more
my
like,
face coming
"Oh,
out.
okay, yeah, hey."
I was just like, and the thing is, I always say, I was like, I don't like calling people the wrong name. Like, I know I've seen it. I was like, somebody mentioned, usually people like, you do ethnic issue. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So I tapped into what I'm doing.
Yes.
I'm like, we got to follow each other in some capacity. So I'm like, yep, we can hold a conversation. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
can do it from here. Because I've had it happen randomly. I'll be skating outside in Cahokia.
Sometimes I just give up. Like,
Yeah, I just
people come to me like, you DJ my party, like,
yeah.
I'm not DJ at the party.
I was like, I was
you gotta be more specific than that. I was DJ at a lot of parties.
Yeah, people just say something special. I'm like, it ain't that. I'm like, bro, you gotta just charge it to me. I'm like,
What kills me, they be like, cook crack. And I be like,
yeah.
it's alright.
I respond like it's a question. I be like, yes.
Yeah, you like, what up?
What's up? You don't remember me? I'm like, oh.
That's
What
how
era?
cash flow.
Yeah, what era?
What was we
Oh,
on?
man, y'all met.
Bro, I came to the show. I had people that I met. I was like, yeah, bro, I met a dude that was on this show before he came with somebody else. And then next thing I know, he came again. But this time it was where because his girlfriend was getting interviewed. He's like, bro, you don't remember me from the show? I was there with such. And I was like,
Oh my God.
like, bro, I mean, like, you was just there. Not saying you were there, but you weren't there to be an integral part of the show.
Yeah.
So I just said, what up? It kept it going, but then I put two and two together. We could hold the convo from there. But I'm like, bro, it ain't that I don't mess with you.
Yeah.
And then I'm one of the people, if it's too far going into me knowing you, I just don't even try to figure out the name. I skated with a dude for years out here. It was like a year and a half in. I'm like, what is this nigga's
That's
name?
me
I've been
too.
skating with him for
And we
years.
talk every time.
His name Buddy.
I just be like, what's good, bro? And I was like, bro, I know he on my Facebook, but it's because he didn't have his real name on Facebook.
Oh.
So that made it worse. I was like, bro,
They be like, I know you know Joshua.
And so I had to one day, I just went through posts.
You're like, who is
I'm like,
Joshua?
it's got to be on here somewhere.
Don't never tell nobody you know dirt.
Okay,
They
I'm
gonna
remember
look
that.
sideways.
Yeah, bro, you got to just
Don't never tell nobody you know.
I never heard your name so much until we went to that damn
you know
office.
what?
Yeah, don't never tell nobody you know dirt.
I don't.
Yeah, exactly. You don't.
See?
I don't know that.
I mean, bro,
I know that
my real
nigga.
name Alexander. I don't.
I know that.
To call me Alexander mean you met me through Facebook later in life, or that's what I introduce myself because I don't know you.
Yeah,
Nico
I didn't know
only
your
tell
name.
people that until if we cool,
Yeah.
you know Nico.
Like, for real.
But when people call me that, I'm like, hey, how you know?
I didn't swear. I was trying to like say, yeah, I'm going on this podcast. Like
Yeah.
ethnic dish.
Look, yeah,
I was
that-
like black-ish.
Yeah.
It's
See,
like, well,
thank
what's the,
you.
It's like, what's the person who I'm trying to find? I'm like, then what is his name?
Yeah,
I had to go.
you gotta search it, and I'll be like, cause I'll
I'm
be
like, I
having
don't know his
people
name. I
just
just
type
know
in
his
Nico.
podcast.
I just said you
Well,
like
actually, I gotta
Alexander.
type in Alexander now because it's another Nico.
Yeah, there'll be a couple of us popping. Look, if you type in Alexander Nico, I'm gonna pop up.
Okay.
I'm gonna pop up. Yeah, the name.
I just
You the
typed
first person that
podcast.
kind of put the correlation together.
Wow, it's obvious.
I mean, in the ethnic issue is because I always tell the story. It came from me
It's
skating
obvious.
on the Illinois side at this more predominantly white
Yeah.
rink. I had a shirt on that say "Support Black Women."
Okay.
I'm the only black dude in there at the time, but the DJ and all these white mamas.
Uh-huh.
They like watching people skate, but you guys see people looking at your shirt, kind of reading it, and they be like, So I said in my head, they probably like, oh, his shirt ghetto. I literally just stopped skating. I was like, ghetto, ethnic, shit, ish.
He had a brain
Bro,
part right
I
there.
did. I took my skates off, hopped in the car, got on Facebook like, hey, y'all think about coming on a show called Ethnic Issue More. Who'll fuck with it? They was like, yeah. The next day, all right, these are 2 days I'm willing to do it. What time of work? They was like, Wednesday, 8:30.
You sure did just kind of pop up out of
Yeah,
nowhere,
bro.
Nico.
And listen,
I think about it.
and literally the next week, I wrote out an outline. I was used to write my outlines in hand.
Yeah.
My phone, I was working for Crate and Barrel live chat. I would clock out with my right hand, Straight push live on my phone. Start talking for an hour.
Wow. Come across my.
Straight just start talking. And the crazy part, those episodes did the best. My first 10 episodes, 25,000 views.
Yeah.
Like people straight
Now
watching.
you wonder how you came across your Facebook, huh?
Yeah, bro. My episodes, but my first few episodes, 4,000, 5,000. Like they was just running up.
I can't figure out how
I just meet people
talk about it, and I for a while I've been seeing him talk about his podcast, and I'm just like, okay, it's pretty dope.
What's the name party?
Yup.
Yeah, Rab and the party. He was up there DJing, and I was like, me and my girl was there, I was like, hey, it's only so many people give you that vibe, like from when there was your greatest time partying. And I felt like I was in my college days at the club. I straight walked. I was drunk as hell. Yeah. I walked up to him drunk as hell with $5. I'm like, bro, what's your cash out? I got $5 for you because you've been killing this motherfucker tonight.
That's so awesome.
I was like, you've been killing it, bro. And like, we was turned up. We did. It's not that I didn't want to go, but I told Rab and them I'll support them. I got to the gas station right around the corner. I was like, man, I'm finna go home. Straight got dressed. I was tired. You know, we got there at 10:30. I was like, I do not leave. If I don't leave by 7, 8, I'm not trying to go nowhere.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, we done made it this far. Granted, we ain't but 10 minutes from the house. I'm like, we might as well go support. I didn't that motherfucker at 2 o'clock in the morning. I was in there before I know I'm drunk out there buying food from people.
On that.
It was the greatest time.
Salmon burgers.
It was like when it sounded like it was a little hookah party. Then they told me they had a little THC hookah, and they was like, hey, you know you can smoke your weed. I was like, what?
Lord.
Hey, this nigga ran to the car.
I ran to the car. It was like that clip from the jumper. Where he was like, you get the weed. Like, that was me, bro. I straight ran to the car like red. We ain't got a chain took, got my shit ran back. I had the greatest before I know I'm in there. I'm like, bro, we done closed the party down.
Wow.
I was like, yeah, this was worth nothing. So I've been rocking with him ever since.
That was nice.
So, besides all the links we provided everybody, if somebody wants to look for you today, where can they come find you?
Ooh, that's easy. You can find me on my website. Number one is MonroeShoetique.com. That's MUNRE Shoetique. Monroe Shoetique on Facebook. Monroe Walk Workshop on Facebook, or better yet, what I really love to do is direct people to my Instagram page, which is @Iam_Crystal Lee, and that would literally link you to absolutely everything I touch. Okay,
literally, that's how I found it all.
Everything I touch.
Everything.
All right, Money Monroe coming soon and get a Instagram credit for that.
I feel like that.
I feel something with Money Monroe.
I feel it.
But or maybe that should be my new nickname. But no, yeah. @Iam_Crystal Lee on Instagram will link you to everything I touch. Search the High Heel Coach, period, because sometimes there's other people with your name. You'll see me. I look the same in person on Instagram, I think.
Y'all heard that? She does.
Look,
pictures,
look, I'm like,
the pictures are verified.
I got a question. What size shoe you go up to?
11. But I do have a custom shoe collection. I go up to 12 with that.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I got some cords. I'm gonna give you a cord.
Look.
I'm gonna give you a cord.
You might be able to squeeze in an 11.
Look. She said she go up to 12.
That's custom.
Oh, custom. You may want to razzle dazzle.
Look, that's custom. I like being able to just buy my stuff, and that's the thing.
No, I feel
custom meaning like I'm sorry, it's from my shoe collection outside of a shoe line.
Okay.
Yeah, like the gold ones that I have on, these shoes that I designed.
Okay.
Yeah. So
y'all heard that?
I'm looking at
she
my
designed.
I like
You said you got a 10.
I just like fashion, you know.
No, I feel it. As a shoe connoisseur, of sorts. I'm a shoe. I'm on the opposite hand of the heels. I'm on the sneaker side. I love shoes. I realize I've bought an abundance in a short amount of time for no reason.
What shoes?
I feel like anytime something goes wrong in life, just buying a pair of shoes makes you feel.
Tell yourself every time you buy yourself a pair, you got to buy her a pair.
Because it don't work the other way. But I did just buy her something the other day.
Because it don't work that way. You know, that's not reciprocating.
You ain't reciprocating. That's why she be wanting to. No, because she buy just as many shoes as me, if not more. She got. We be in the crib like, who boxes that?
Oh,
who boxes that?
I'll be like, that's me. We be at the crib because we got the if you got the shop app, and whoever in the house get packages, it pop up on there. It just don't tell me where hers come from. Okay. I see a notification. I'm like, you got some new shoes coming. She be like,
Not with the SpongeBob.
Oh, yeah, we be going back and forth. It be nothing but Jordan. Look, I'm telling you, Michael Jordan owe me a envelope. We are. Michael Jordan owe me like a thank you card or something. Like I got a pair that just came today.
Get you some shirts.
Yeah,
I
am.
Sponsored too.
No, because I really do it.
Like,
I wear different shoes all the time because being at an elementary school, kids love fashion. Like they want to get into it. So I got all the little fifth graders and kids. Like I go around, it be a lot of little kids who they see I got the same shoes they got on. Mm-hmm. So now I turn into this whole thing. I be walking up on them like, why you got my shoes on today?
Oh.
Like so now it's to the point kids come find me in the school. Such and such got your shoes on today.
Oh, that's so
and we got a little girl in kindergarten. She walks to me every day. I'm finna wear your shoes tomorrow. I'm like, hey, we gonna have some beef. She be like, my mama said anytime I want to wear some shoes, I can wear these. So it's like a competing thing. We do. And then I'll wear something they ain't never had. They be like, where you get them from? Like, they don't make them in little people's size.
Oh, how cool is that?
So it's a cool thing when you with kids. Like, so if I ever go up on other, it just get worse when you go up. Because my girl's a principal. So I'd have been to her school. Them kids beat out.
What school she goes to?
Well, she used to be, she is a principal at middle school now, Yankman. But she used to be the assistant principal at Career Academy.
Oh, wow.
So before this year's Career Academy. Okay. The one that's with the parents fighting. They had their parents fighting kids. Kids died. It was a big brawl, maybe.
Career Academy?
Yeah, right off Grand. By that churches.
I remember when they was first building, we thought it was like a detention center or something.
Man, look, you go inside. It's amazing. The basketball court is lovely. Like, I really like the inside of the school.
Yeah, I used to train there.
Yeah, but them kids and their parents is wild. Yeah, they've been in the news. They had a big fight.
It been crazy.
But no, this year's turn. Because it was crazy. I used to hear stories every other day.
They used to sneak razor blades in and shit.
The crazy part is people doing that.
They seen your prank was throwing.
Ours used to hide all their weapons in the front.
People went to the hospital because they couldn't breathe.
Really?
My senior prank was a food fight.
They did that.
In 07, we sent the police officer to the hospital with broken legs.
Doing in a food fight?
3 students, 2 teachers.
I took that little baby oil.
What y'all stole the cooking oil?
Yeah, they got like.
That's crazy.
That spilled, I think.
Put baby oil on the steps. That's dangerous. Like our food fight was wild. Like,
really?
Like no, bro, we made it on.
Broken bones.
No, bro, we was in
potatoes.
We was on when MTV used to have a prank show on their top 10. We was like number 7, number 8.
That's wild.
When they did the top 10, so like we straight. It was a dude named, shout out my dog DJ. He the one like plotted this in our gym class. He's like, hey, bro, I'm finna go out with a bang. I'm finna do a food fight tomorrow for the thing. Cause we ain't come up with nothing. I'm like, what you mean? He's like, just be in 5B lunch. I had 5A. So it was 2 periods, 4th and 5th. You got 4A, 4B, 5A, 5B. He like being 5B. And I don't understand how they didn't see it coming. Because it was an abundance of kids in 5B lunch. People done left class, all type of stuff. I don't know how this didn't get to them. Yeah. We straight kept this. Like, we didn't talk about it too long. It was like, he planned it 4 periods for the end of the day. Like, I'm finna do that. He waited till maybe 15 minutes into lunch where you know everybody done got their shit. And he had a plate full of number condiments and just hopped up on the table and launched that hoe. And it was like WWE in that motherfucker. Like, I seen a whole, like, they was throwing cans of soda unopened. Like, launching them motherfuckers.
Well, that's what had happened.
Yeah, my dean of students, she got hit in the head with one of them. Like, I seen it was like a slow movie. I was like, damn, Miss Jack. Cracked her ass. It was one of them like you want to feel bad for her, but she was evil to us sometimes. So I was like,
you deserve it.
Karma is a motherfucker. But it was crazy. If I could replay it now, everything I had on some Vans, so I'm sliding through the floor, breast milk everywhere on the floor. It was the most wild shit I ever seen. It was the shit you hear about as a food fight.
What happened to him though? If he was the person that initiated, did he get suspended?
He got locked up for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
He got locked
Bro, he straight got locked up, couldn't get the bail. Like, he straight jammed. Like, they was finna cancel our whole graduation.
Yeah.
We was at graduation practice outside, straight chant.
What
Free
was
DJ.
Pause.
Like, we was tripping.
What was the charge?
Inciting like a moment. Like,
Inciting a riot.
Then he got
what he was inciting.
The police officer. He the reason why the police
planned
officer broke his leg. So the police officer was carrying, like, holding him. They found out who did it. Walking him out, everybody chanting DJ name. Bro, it was like, I just so happened to be in that moment. Me and him, he looked me dead in my eyes. I looked at him, he just like, I was like, he took off from the police officer, bro. And the police officer slipped on something. Whole leg broke. Like straight stretcher carried in my brother ambulance. Like they locked the school down.
Yeah.
And from to this day forward.
Get those chains on the door.
Like, bro, it was staying on parts of that wall. To this day forward, they last week of school, they got to bring sack lunches. That was in 07.
Crazy.
They
can't bring nothing in.
They won't serve. But how they got all that stuff was buying lunch. West Aurora High School. In Aurora, Illinois.
Oh,
West Aurora High School.
Where?
Oh,
Illinois.
Yep, Illinois. We are
West
45 minutes from Chicago.
I said West Aurora.
Yeah, you can Google West Aurora food fight. That shit is definitely gonna come up.
West Aurora food
West Aurora. It's a tongue twister.
What?
Yeah, West Aurora.
West Aurora.
Aurora. The second biggest city in Illinois, surprisingly. Yeah.
Okay.
It's Chicago, then it's us.
It's so weird because honestly, grew up, you don't even realize Chicago and Illinois.
You don't.
Nah,
it ain't no but a 4-hour drive. 55
is his own state.
Yeah.
Look, you straight 55 take you to the end.
You go straight out
You
there.
end up on Lakeshore Drive if you finish
I know how
out
many
55.
times I tell people Chicago is Illinois.
It's 4 hours.
And they're like, what? Illinois? Yes.
I mean, low key, it's just like how Chicago treat Illinois the way you see it treat St. Louis.
I'm not even familiar with that either, though. I ain't gonna lie.
How they call it
How do you city?
Like it's like that's the
So
state.
like Olive and stuff like that over there.
How do you city people act? Being on the outside
They
looking
act
in.
like they passed the brown paper bag to
Yeah, that's exactly how
like
you
what
city
brand?
act. It's like
But they act like
you
you.
city, then it's St. Louis.
No, really?
It's a crazy infatuation they
I thought
have.
your city has always been full of people that really weren't even from like St. Louis. It's like college students
I mean, a
and
lot of
foreign
them
exchange and things like that. So
But the
how
people
you
that were born and raised
and you
or
see,
went to U City High,
yeah,
it's like telling. It's like okay, like y'all tripping. Y'all tripping.
this is
Like,
a county.
U City versus everybody. I'm like,
Really?
Y'all got like 17 blocks.
Yes. That's why I'm like,
Not
what are you
humongous.
talking about?
Like and that's when I see you go to your search bar and type in U City, and you'll see the crowd. I'll be like, y'all really love yourself. Like I knew St. Louis had look because that's the first time I heard about a area code being a day. 314 day. We ain't got no goddamn 630 day. Like I never heard
And
no
the
shit
fact
like
that it's Pi Day as well, man.
Yeah, true.
Like Chicago don't do no 312 day.
But you can.
They could, but it would just we'd look at them like.
East St. Louis do 6 with.
But then I understood. When I came here, these St. Louis one is weird.
Lame.
It's like, bro, I don't even remember that. But y'all's it's just like being to see it. Because in college, I was like, oh, y'all niggas is serious. I went to school with being the outsiders looking in. They coming to school like.
I be doing shoe sales 314 day. Coming with a
But
whole
it makes
schedule.
perfect sense because
Yeah,
it's an
you got-
actual thing here.
Yeah.
Somebody else doing it. I'm like, y'all saw St. Louis do that shit. That was the first place I was like, oh, these niggas got true pride in where they live. And I always say, like, I just told him earlier, I felt like it was a rite of passage. At 13, you had to either get a Cardinal 314 or Arch tatted on you because everybody I met had
an
one.
arch on my back with 314.
I got this 2
At
years
14.
ago.
I told you.
Like it's what
I'm a cardinal bird.
I did
I'm
like
a real
I did like a
bird.
study. I wish social media was cracking like it was like video wise. Cause I did a study at school. I'm like, how many of y'all got one of the three?
Yes.
9 out of 10, everybody had either a Cardinal 314
Or the
or the
arch.
Arch.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I understand. I got a Chicago Bull tatted right here in the middle of my arm.
And you got the socks.
It's one of the things.
See
It's,
yours?
Little cardinal bird.
Oh, look at the corner.
Hey, I'm like, I don't want.
it's like one of them. It's a rite of passage. Like, are you really from St. Louis?
Oh, you really?
If you don't have one of the three, I
Yes.
need to check your credentials.
You got a
I need-
ram on you
Daddy used to take me to Cardinals games.
It's like at this point, I need to know what high school you went to.
Yeah, his name T-Bird.
This the first, only Chicago do. That's the only other place I've seen do that. What
do
high
my
school
shit
you went to?
different.
That's how somebody gonna know the type of person you was.
Rock the ones.
High school is just like a zodiac sign in St. Louis.
You tell somebody, let somebody tell you, they went to Metro. If you talking city schools, if somebody tell you they went to Metro, they look at you like you from Illuminati, like. Because
I ain't
it
never
was
met
it was
nobody.
a gifted school,
I ain't know y'all niggas was real.
and all of us we was doing
real
work
people
like
out
2-3 grade levels ahead. So like of course we.
Being in the SLPS, I can believe that. 'Cause I'm
SLPS.
Listen, that is
I
a district.
graduated from Beaumont.
Hey.
And nobody never guesses that.
Yeah, that's usually the first one I say because that's the first high school I heard. When I was in Chicago going to school, it was 4 people came there from St. Louis. Yeah. And they was like, they went to Beaumont.
Yeah.
And every study was like, you know, such.
The Beaumont is so damn fried. Oh my God. Yeah.
It's a different type of pride.
And Sumner.
Riverview
Vashon was a part of that.
Vashon, Riverview is a different breed of people. And U City High, they're probably the worst.
Most definitely.
Yes.
So funny.
You all are different. Because to me, I was like, this is all one place. But then you realize you going on Natural Bridge, you've been through 15
different counties
before you make it to Ferguson. I be scared. I got a warrant to bail the city.
I said
right
this shit to somebody people that's outside St. Louis. St. Louis is one city.
It's one city.
But if you live in St. Louis, it's like so many cities.
I'm like, what your mail say?
Ferguson, what your mail say? Blackjack. Different
Ferguson, Florissant. Hey, look, I'll stay.
St. Charles.
I live in Florissant, but Hazelwood West down the street. I'm like, where do I live?
That ain't St. Louis. Them counties. Them they city.
They
code
count
name.
too.
Yeah, they city name is Bridgeton.
They St. Louis outside of St. Louis.
They just
counties. But what we would call like when I explain to people, I don't want to get thorough. I say Chicago, but we're a west suburb of Chicago. So that's how I look at the county, the suburb of St. Louis. And then you start getting St. Charles is a further suburb.
Bridgeton is St. Charles.
But to make it make sense to me, that's how it is. Like you got the south suburbs, and you got the west suburbs, you got the north suburbs.
But see, it's weird, right? Because growing up for me, I never heard nobody be like, I'm from, for instance, like Bridgeton, Ferguson. I didn't hear that. We was from the city, and you got people from the county. All right, you got North County, West County. You're not South County. Well, you do got South County too, right? But it wasn't
past West Florissant and
it's
shit.
the new gen that try to break the border bounds into little towns. Like, nah, you're from
I
the
just know
county.
the south side.
If it's a 30-minute drive from my house to yours,
that's it,
baby.
Hey, and that's the part that blew me. I'll be like, I live in the county, driving to. I work on the south side. I'm like, bro, this is a commute.
Yeah. That's a commute
every morning.
Yes.
That's why I don't go home on Tuesday.
I am from St. Louis City. I'm from a city girl.
See,
want to raise the state streets.
That's why I said when I say I'm from Beaumont,
the south side
I'm from Beaumont, but graduated.
Everybody says
people don't realize that. No, that's what I was saying about Beaumont. People think I'm from the county, and I'm like, no, I'm city, 100% city. I'm in the county now, of course, but. Yeah, but whatever, you know what I mean? Like it's county.
There's this perception about it.
Well, if I pick South Side is a different place.
Oh yes,
and it's much different now. It's so much different.
I bet it is. It's
yes. It's I don't even.
When I talked about that live action play of The Wire,
y'all don't even like coming out with her.
This is a part of my live action play for The Wire. The South Side. It reminds me of if you watch The Wire.
The South Side now?
Yes, the South Side that I know.
Okay.
If you watch when they had Amsterdam in The Wire, where they moved all the drug trafficking to one area, like that, and that was a real thing that happened. They were selling so much drugs, the police wanted to tame it, so they moved it to these 3 project areas, like streets, where they allowed it to happen. They allowed prostitution, drugs. They had the clinic people out there, but they knew, and at that point it was like, and people didn't know for hellas until they had to, but it was right under everybody's nose. They straight had the police. They was like, damn, the streets cleaned up. No, we just put it somewhere. It's like, y'all gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
We might as well give y'all somewhere to go.
Designated area.
And they did that until that blew up. That is what the South Side reminds me of. Amsterdam. Because I was just like, I've seen an experience every time. Like, I made a post this morning. Going to the gas station at 7:30 in the morning and playing the slots is some crazy shit.
I saw that.
That was you.
I went to the gas station this morning to get some gas. On the week with my kid, he got to come with me to early morning care, and I got to drive to the east side, take him to school, and then get back. I went to the gas station this morning. There's a woman in there yelling at her dude, come on. He like, come on, I got a couple more rolls. I'm like, it is 7:30. If you didn't wake up in the casino because you've been there all night, you do not need to be playing slots, and especially the ones at the gas station. You are not going to become a millionaire off the slots in the gas station.
Never know.
Why they do that?
And you'd be surprised how many people post up. The one down here,
It's always some shit.
it's the same people. Every time I go buy me something to drink,
So they be hitting.
I be feeling like they be thinking I be in there like
They be
them.
hitting.
Yeah.
I'm like, you think they be out?
They be hitting just
Like, what up,
enough
bro? I ain't seen
to
you.
get
I'm
a
like, no,
beer
this isn't
and
bad.
keep hitting.
My ass,
Just want water.
my ass is trying to be a good citizen and shit. Now I'm a witness to some shit.
Oh no.
Like
Being at the
legit.
gas station.
First of all, I was traumatized when the shit happened. And then next thing I know, I'm getting the call. Yeah, we might need you. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right.
I was just buying some chips. I didn't know this was finna occur.
No,
So.
no.
Oh, it sounds deep.
I recorded a video and shit.
Oh,
had to be the one to call the people.
Oh.
You don't ever want to be that person.
Oh yeah,
But it was a black man.
You gonna go to court.
I feel that though.
You gonna be in court.
Yeah, they gonna have y'all been in a witness.
We didn't have post dispatch leave cards on the door and shit. I'm like, I'm not talking to y'all.
Oh, they serious. They done found you.
Run me my money.
Oh yeah, they done found you.
She's gonna be in court with her suit.
I don't talk unless I'm being paid.
So look, we gotta clap it up one more time. And before we get out of here, I gotta put you through my co-host's favorite part. It's called the rapid fire.
Oh shit.
So, as he says, study long and study wrong. It's like a good game of spades. We're gonna ask you a question. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. And it's gonna be things you may know about, things you ain't gonna think of right then and there. Some of them get deep, some of them don't.
Oh damn.
The first one, besides your own favorite shoe brand.
Kendall Miles.
Okay, that's how you know you in the shoes, because I don't know.
She from Chicago too, by the way.
Shout out to Kendall Miles for being from the city.
I wear heels a lot in my heels class. Yeah.
Dream vacation.
I want to go back to Mexico.
I can agree with that one. I went to I went to Cozumel and Yucatan.
Yeah, I want to go back to Mexico
on a cruise ship. It was lit. It took you ain't gotta have a passport for cruise ship. People that don't know, if you want to go somewhere, just need a birth certificate and social or ID. You can get on cruise ships. But Mexico's a beautiful place.
Beautiful, I loved it.
Favorite movie?
How High.
That is one of my favorite movies too. I know they're like verbatim.
Yeah, me too.
Most influential person in your life?
Damn. Ooh.
You gotta toss a deep one in there.
Myself.
I heard that. Hey, I heard that. Favorite song? It could be all time. It could be now.
I say Fight Night, Migos.
Okay.
Sorry,
Okay.
It's one of my best songs.
Favorite food?
Sweet potatoes.
If you had one wish, what would it be?
Get some extra money.
I heard that.
I need some money.
I heard that.
Please.
People don't say money don't solve problems.
money,
Shit. If you give me the amount of money I want now,
I need some
I may
money.
create some problems,
I
but
wish
it's
for
going to
some more
definitely
money.
fix all of the ones I currently have.
They're just off the top of my head. I probably could have got deeper with that one.
Oh, no. It took me. Some people get deep. We done had a whole show keep going for 20, 30 minutes based off of the answer to one of them questions.
I could be frank right now. You want my surface answer? You want my real answer?
I want you to get into it.
All right, my real answer gonna be money. I'll find the surface answer later.
But everybody, money solves everything. I don't care what them people try to preach to you. It's what you do with money.
I'm Money Monroe now.
It's what you do with the money that makes it bad. Dollar bills, y'all. So, man, we got to clap it up one more time for our wonderful guests in the building. My wonderful guest co-host who came through on your boy. And I always like to when my co-hosts don't come in. Or if I'll have guests that cancel like 30 minutes, an hour before the show sometime. I just like to put it out there. I'm like, who want to come turn? I can do it all by myself. I've done it before. Plenty times. But I like to see people come turn up. Just give a chance for, I get some people who always wanted to be on here before. Like, hey, bro, I'll watch the show. I'll pull up. We in this motherfucker.
Let's do it.
Ryan Sleet of Snow, we in this hoe. We gonna give you this good postal podcasting. But man, y'all gotta make sure to tap in next week. We got my bro, he's actually been tapped in on the episode. I don't know if he's still on here, but he's a artist, he's a streamer. His name is Big Barleon the Cardinal. Big Barleon the Cardinal. I actually shot a music video for him. It ain't on my page, but I think it's on his page posted. But I shot a music video for him in the where was that? Somewhere I ain't supposed to be, because when I told somebody, they was like, oh, I'm finna pull up. I was like, oh,
dang.
Okay. It's in the number, the low numbers in the city. 22nd, Dub. I mean, when you're not from here, that type of shit don't bother me.
Oh, yeah, on the Dub.
Yeah, I was like, I walked outside, I was like, how y'all doing? I'm ready to shoot a music video. Niggas really don't be worried about the camera.
It's like when you really don't know what's going on. What was there?
Like, they be like, I mean, my bro straight pulled up. He was like, hey, he's like, you finna shoot a video. Where? Nigga, I'm finna pull up.
Yeah.
I was like, if you would like to, come on. I'm like, bro, I've been in some places. Like, I'm like, bro, when you, I mean, of course you in some place if you own some bullshit, niggas gonna fuck with you.
No, trust me, you needed people to pull up.
Oh no, that was cool. He could pull up if he did. I got me. Like, I don't be too worried about it.
Yeah.
They be like, I'm the nigga with the camera. I'm like, bro, if you gonna take it, you gonna make a video with it? What's the point of you stealing it? It's not worth much. I'm just really good with it. So if you thought you was gonna steal this camera and pawn it and come up, joke's on you, nigga. They gonna laugh at you, low key. They gonna be like, oh, I didn't know he was shooting the videos he could with that camera. I'm just skilled. But make sure y'all tap in next week, man. We're gonna have another wonderful episode. As always, I'm your boy Nico the Great, Ethnic Ish and more, and we about this thing. Something I was